this elemental hero Eric Schillier. I forgot what this guy's actual name. I think it's Electrum in English. I think that's what he's actually translated to, but I forgot what the Japanese name is, like when you actually translate it, because it's not one for one in like English, right? But I went ahead, yeah, and swapped to the you can't tell because I have all staples in my hand. You still can't tell. I probably should have used this first, right, to shuffle them down on my deck. But yeah, I went back to the elemental hero deck for this, right? So I might as well have ourselves a little bit of a e-hero showdown here. Unfortunately, I don't have the hero signal, which would have been very nice here. Now let's get rid of this, and let's get rid of this. I will turn one Delinquent Duel, like the fair and balanced player that I am. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and set Mother Grizzly. And then set, nope, we're gonna look at set Call of Haunted here. Pass on that. Next turn I can use this to go into if they attack into it, go into my own King of the Swamp, and then I can Call the Haunted to bring back Layman. Okay, I don't want to activate anything. I guess I won't be doing any of that stuff. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll blind MST. Go ahead and hit this one. Very nice. Hit the Call of the Haunted. Then I'll call Breaker, the Magical Warrior. Use this effect here to get a counter, which I will then remove. Yugo is all about board presence or whatever. Alright, to hit the hero emerges that they have in their hand. I could Creature Swamp, but I don't want to do that. So we'll flip my monster into attack mode. Take my Mother Grizzly, slam into the defense mode monster. And it's just a Bubble Man. Alright, my hero deck is superior because I'm barely playing any freaking heroes. So we're going to go ahead and pass her. Unfortunately, I feel like this is going to be a bit of a runaway duel for me, considering that I managed to Delinquent Duel frame 1, which is a bit unfortunate for my opponent, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I'll activate the effect of Mother Grizzly. You know what's funny? I can actually creature swap, take their monster, and then fuse with it, but it's kind of pointless, to be honest. Unless I do something stupid, but yeah, so let's go ahead and activate Call the Haunted here. Like if they were to do something like that, then I will be forced to creature swap. I will give you my that, and you give me this, and then now I can activate. I didn't play creature swap just for this matchup, by the way. That just happened to be what happened. You know, they just had creature swap in the list, I guess, for like whatchamacallit, in case you need to just get rid of like your King of the Swamp or like your Mother Grizzly, right? To like bounce into it or something like that. But I didn't actually expect it to be useful in the mirror match here, which is interesting. I highly doubt they ever had any mirror matches. I really doubt anyone's actually playing GOAT format heroes, let alone having to run into mirror matches. But hey, what do I know? Alright, GOAT format, it's its own kind of separate beast. Go ahead and summon my own beast, Mother Grizzly here, and flip summon this Exiled Force. Will not use priority to kill ourselves. Let's go ahead and swing in here for 14 and get my Lickin with Exiled Force. Then get my Lickin with Thunder Giant. It's funny because it's presumably you're fighting a dual spirit, right? So it's like you're fighting Electrum, and he has like the dual disc, so he just got punched in the face by Thunder Giant, but he himself is a dual monster. But all right, let's take him on again here, and we'll go the rare tails. I usually always go tails when it comes to flipping coins. Actually, we're gonna get it right. I don't think I've ever actually been able to choose in a while. I guess we'll go first. I don't know. It doesn't really make a difference. But yeah, I've just been picking heads just out of being lazy and not wanting to move the cursor over. Wow. This sucks. Set and pass. Go right ahead. Things might actually turn up for our opponents. I've been kind of steamrolling everyone now that I've been net decking, but we'll see how this goes. Alright. Got an easy heavy storm here that I can throw out. They're actually going to hero barrier? Okay. Does that even work? Yeah, I know you can activate it, but can I not look at it? That would just automatic. Alright, I guess I can't look at it. Alright, I guess knowing what my opponent's playing, I guess I can just go in here, and I can again. Creature swap if they decide to do some shenanigans. Okay, no, they didn't. If that was like playman face down, I could have creature swapped, right? Used it away, which would have been kind of funny, but we won't. We'll just, I don't know, play elemental hero beat down over here. Oh no, they actually have the poly. They're going to go into Mudball Man in attack mode, ironically of all things, and deal as much damage as they can here, attacking into Burst Indestrix or Burst Lady. Okay. I have King of the Swamp and Premature Burial, so I can actually activate this, discard it, get that back. Then I can go ahead and Premature Burial in order to bring back said King of the Swamp. Then I can go ahead and activate Polymerization. I could have actually gone for that actually would have been probably the better penalty, because I could have gone for the like one copy of Flame Woman I have, because this thing is actually 1900. That would have been an easier way to just attack into this and get some value. Creature Swap is actually ironically useful in this matchup, so we will keep it. We will destroy Mudball Man. I'll set one because I can, and then hit you for 24 real quick. Can't really tell you if Thunder Giant is really good. It is somewhat easy to get out. Hello. Hey everyone, welcome to the Thursday stream where I guess we all love cock. King of Knights, Alfred. We'll go over today. How are we doing today? I hope we're doing well. How are we doing? Doing good? Doing good? Excited? Happy to see that our King of Knights is finally made his triumphant return. Nothing bad can be said about the return of the King of Knights, right? Skyridge Bros not being alt arts was a plot twist. Not being alt arts. I don't know if they're not alt arts, but yeah, if there's a original version of Gancelot and not Gancelot, Gallatin and Soul Saver in the set, they kind of weird for them to not reveal it. Kind of weird for them to have the same name of a card that doesn't actually exist. So very weird if that's the case, but I guess we'll see. My affiliates should be arriving tomorrow since I did 1-day shipping. Very nice. I do not know what shipping I did, but I do not expect them to get here in time. Hey Boyan, how's it going? I wish I could have my affiliates. I was hoping to play BARO in the Dropzone tournament this weekend with Philia, but I don't think that's going to happen. I have it at least in Deer Days, and that has really driven me insane. Trying to test a dumb card in Deer Days, but we'll get into that into a bit. I don't have my dock. There we go. Let me select stream. What other fucking streamers are gonna be? God, we got stars are crazy. I should arrive here in about 3 weeks. Honestly, mine might take as long. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Alright. I was hoping Valiant to be double rare foil, but we're sure it's so cheap when it comes that has to be common. Yeah, really dumb considering that like the sneak peek promo is already in that sort of foiling, so I expected it to be the same type of treatment since they're both promos. Kinda dumb. So stupid having to pay $10-12 for these types of promos, but oh well. And it's not reprinted in Festival Collection, spoiler alert. But yeah. Let's get into the news. Let's stand up the headline, right? I think I said I was gonna like alternate, so today we'll do during the test. So yeah, we'll go over this morning's reveals, which wasn't much, to be honest, but we'll go over it, and then we'll play some Deer Days. But before that, we have some cards of the day, brought to you by absolutely nothing, because there are no cards. Instead, it's just a reminder that the DLC for Deer Days dropped. You can get yourself Jinky for free. He does play Alden. Only Alden, no tree or any of that other nonsense. Don't get your hopes up. You don't unlock him. You have to download the DLC, which is free. Whereas like these 3 characters here, you have to pay for them to get them. You instantly, at the very least, get their sleeves and their deck box when you unlock them. You can also fight them in CPU fight. Except if you're on Switch, you have to wait until tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time, which is, I believe, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So an hour after, no, 2 hours after the anime episode airs, essentially. That's when it'll be available on Switch, but it is already available on Steam. Oh. But yeah, we'll get into the reveals. So upset the Switch DLC is not available? Yeah, that's just how it is, unfortunately. Switch always... Nintendo always has, like, better checks, and they have to go through more things to get DLC pushed out. You think we'll see Ace units used in the anime? Nope. We have not even seen... We haven't seen, Regalis pieces. We barely see promos to begin with. We barely see the OT actually being used. We haven't seen the soul fronts yet. So that we might be able to see next, but I do not expect to see them. Enemy characters don't play like meta decks. What do you mean? Hey Ed, how's it going? But so before we get into the card reveals, which aren't much, just a reminder, right, of all of the reprints that have been announced for Festival Collection 2025. So this is what was told to us of it originally. That's Cindy, stupid ass goat, the other stupid ass goat, and the goat, Blaster Blade the Vanguard are being reprinted for us in English first time. We found out Tuesday that we're getting all of the Dual Nation cards from last year's Festival Collection reprinted as well. Then today we found about even more reprints, right? Including very select cards. And the selection is not bad. So we have Blaster Blade, the normal Blaster Blade being reprinted. Makes sense considering. We've got Mythiarch Habitat being reprinted, Maple being reprinted, as well as Mikani being reprinted. Very, very nice picks, you know, considering these are cards that are used in a lot of different decks. Granted, they haven't seen as much play lately, but it is nice to have these in rotation. The Kyoka promo is alright. That's part of the fact that she was a magazine promo, ironically, because she's a magazine. So they reprinted like all the other magazine promos. Yuika for the, honestly, I don't even know anymore. 5th time? But she's not as a common, so it's not really gonna make it too different. And Ham Fat was a sneak peek promo as well, at least. Killing is like a Charmette. Yeah. That's a stupid deer. They all are, yeah. BBTV is likely the most expensive triple rare in English. I don't know about that. The Sturkea generic is looking kind of insane. Get wrecked scalpers again? I mean, I guess. I don't know for which exactly you're referring to, but sure. I've stashed away a bunch of paper towels here. Right, randomly get given food, and I don't have any way to like clean my hands, but I've used the last one. The make a yearly reprint, yeah. I wonder what they were thinking when they made that card as a triple rare, and then they realized they have to reprint it constantly. But he tries to list a $100 blaster blade. Well, yeah. Missed opportunity for Saragon reprint for Saragon, even though we just got her. But Philia, at least for the Japanese side, even a bunch of other stuff. But that's really what I was looking forward to. We still haven't even gotten a reprint for that one Fabneo promo. So that all kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Yuga had so far had 7 waves of reprints. Good God. That is a bit much. They're on FFR incoming. Yeah, they might still add some more reprints, but we'll see. They added this, that all of the quote-unquote promo bosses that share the name with the Quick Start decks bosses are getting reprinted. They made a little boo-boo here because this guy's supposed to be 18k based, but they use the 13k image here. But this also, I'm pretty sure, like 99% confirms we are not getting these guys in the quote-unquote set that we're getting. Instead, we're getting it in the Festival Collection. It makes no sense to reprint these cards twice so close together. So we won't get these guys until July, literally a year after they were released. But we'll actually be able to play with black, right? Assuming, again, this does actually make it into English, but we will actually be able to play with black finally after so long. Maybe if you're lucky, they'll take out some things like last year's Festival Collection because English had it as Boktaur/C. That's true. That's true. I don't think the English account actually tweeted anything, so we very easily might not even get these quote-unquote things specifically. Who knows? But yeah, it'd be nice if they replaced things. And Grandpa just already said, I stand up. Yeah, I feel like they will specifically not give us Grandpa because of the fact that some of y'all don't have any chill. But here is some of the other reprints that they've announced, which are mainly just tournament promos from throughout the year, which is nice. I kind of like that as a yearly tradition, is that every festival collection should have reprints from the previous year's, the previous year's tournament promos, or the current year, whatever. They also have commons in this set, which are just going to be all of the set 6 triggers. Which, like, I'm like so about, like, it's great that they're getting reprinted. I liked a lot of the triggers, a lot of the trigger art from here, but I wish they weren't in common. I wish they were in some kind of foil, because a lot of these triggers never get released in any type of foiling. So that would have been nice for a festival collection. 2, I would not have minded if they had different art for a festival collection, right? But it is what it is. I'll take it. Not half bad. Yeah, like there's like even like last year's festival collection where they reprinted the quick start deck stuff. Like, I still need some of those triggers because I happen to like a lot of that art. But you know, it's really hard to get. So, what I wish they would do is I wish they would have finally reprinted the gosh darn trial deck triggers. The one that were in Urara and the Michiru and Raika's deck sets, because I'm pretty sure those have never been reprinted anywhere else. They might have been reprinted. No, I don't think they would do that for premium. Yeah, so I don't think those triggers were ever reprinted ever, right? Aside from, I guess, yeah, FFRs for Japan, because again, fuck us. That would have been great if these were in FFR, or they even had a chance to be in FFR, or sorry, FR. That would have been great too, but never mind. Yeah, you can't get the fucking Pomeranian without all the helper techs, or the heal that has all that big ass text. Like, I would have loved to either get those reprinted at the very least, but also in foil, right? That would be very nice, but I guess we just take what we can get. So this is Dragon Empire. Here is Dark States. So Prospector is very nice to get reprinted because this has been expensive. I literally just got copies of her. Literally just got it. Literally. Literally just got copies of her. Where's the forehead cam? I need to cue that up on the Steam Deck. Literally just got copies of her, right? Literally just got them, right? I was gonna get another one, but the only listing was like, the cheapest listing was 50 cents, but $5 shipping, and I was like, fuck you, I'm not doing that. But yeah, it's nice that these are getting reprinted, because these are really nice to have. This I've never got to get because it was like $10-20, so that's nice. This I never got to complete a playset. This I never got to get in foil, which is nice, so these should be in foil, so that's nice. All right. Yes, I know, it sucks for you, Ek. You live in another country, yada yada. I get it. My struggles are nothing compared to yours. You are the king of the Pain Olympics. They're also reprinting these triggers, which is good because I like using these crits for Pale Moon decks, right? Because they're like, you know, Dragon Tamers often, and it has a circus aesthetic. And then they also reprinted this, which is nice because this has gone for like $1 or $2 lately because it's usable in Direful Dolls. So that's nice that that's been reprinted. Here is the Brancate one, with the standout, of course, being Immigar's dumbass, who has been $50, $40, $70, $80 at many points in time. The Dash has been extremely expensive. I feel like maybe Brancate has the biggest hits here, right? Because this Welstra dog is bound to skyrocket with Black coming out. Welstra getting support, right? Astrum is kind of garbage, but this card is actually really good. Just still garbage. So yeah, so really big hits, and you know, this one's like kind of whatever. Yeah. And they're reprinting these, which are, you know, decent set of triggers from set 6. Keter has probably like the stinkiest reprints out of all of them, to be honest. Because granted, I like Marin and Wingle, but they're reprinting them for Alfred. They're also reprinting the Blaster one, which is like the only good one in my opinion out of these. For some of you, this might be good because this has been really expensive to get. I got these for like 5 cents foil a long time ago, so I haven't cared about this card. This I'd like to get in foil. This one I did not order yet. This Bastion card is not even seen play, and this card is actually ass in Thregia. So this selection here is kind of ass, but it is what it is. And I don't think any of the other ones got their Skip Riders reprinted. So I don't know why they did that for Thregia. That's a very, very strange choice to do that for Thregia, but not for any of the other decks. So very strange. I don't know what that means, but they're reprinting these Keter triggers from set 6, which honestly I think are my least favorite batch of triggers for Keter, if I'm being honest. But I know I gotta spend money on Immigar. He's pissed right now. Well, what can you do? I'm throwing all my Badash to my friend who buys everything 60% off, 60% of TCG player, and buy them back when they're $3. Jeez, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, they are reprinting Delphina, Isle Delphina over here, which is good. This is insane. They actually are printing another Skip Rider, so they're doing the this one at least, Aurora, which is ironic considering it may or may not even be played. The Bug, that's really good. This one is a really good one as well, right? The Brancate one and the Stoicheo reprints are really good. Because, you know, this has been gone. Getting this is just nice to have. This only had one printing. And then the Cristianos, you know, because they're all getting their Quick Start deck stuff reprinted. It's pretty good. So, pretty good, pretty good. I also really like the Stoicheo triggers from set 6. So, getting these reprinted as well is very nice. Very nice. I'm gonna have to get the cockroaches after all. Yeah, I can finally actually get copies of that stupid card. And finally, the lyrical ones are kind of whatever. It's nice to see Florasia get reprinted. Here's a stupid ass Pacifica card that literally not even Click asked for. Happy Influencer Alicia is fine. The Sneeze Order is fine. And then I guess this is fine. I don't know. I don't know how many people really need to use this, but. Whoa, Afro Siren. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Draw Fairy is good art, but she's a vanilla draw, so rip. Yeah, unfortunate. I kind of wish they would like reprint these, but as like effect triggers, that'd be kind of nice. They can like keep the name, so you can't like use both of them. You have to use a different one. I wouldn't mind that, but I think that would be kind of cool. But that would have been something they could do here, but it is. Yeah, the sneeze order, this one, where fucking Michu sneezing and fireworks come out. Get with the program. I'm kidding. But that one's a good reprint. That was really expensive. And I have one copy in foil, and I wanted to get more. And then I was just like, actually, I will not spend $40 for one copy. Thank you very much. The Sienna card is one of those other ones where I've had it from the start in foil, which I got it a long time ago for cheap. But very interesting to see that reprinted. I don't know, again, if this hints at anything coming soon, right? So this getting reprinted is an interesting one. Like, that's an oddball, I would say. Everything here kind of makes sense. The Thegra one here is really weird, right? That one's really weird to me. Everything here makes sense. And everything here makes sense. And everything here makes sense, right? Yeah, it's just really the Thegra Ride Skipper. I want to say the Roro too. And then the Sienna card are just really interesting to see those reprinted specifically. I don't think those were in high demand, nor are those decks in high demand. So unless they're planning on supporting those decks, which they could use help, I don't really know why they would select them specifically. And there are other promos that are not here that came out during this period that are missing, right? So that's why I'm bringing up this point. Oh. Afro Siren a bit, yeah, me too. I was the only Meteoric Copery in our community, so everyone kept dumping their Delphinus for me for free. Must be nice. Hey guys, after you whiff your festival box, we'll pull the physical promo. I want them, thanks. Sure. I think one is because all the glitter ride skippers are here. No, they are not. Unless there's another slide that you have that I don't. But the Michu one's not here. There's Rora, right? Sure. And there's Thegra, sure. The oh, I guess you're right. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Actually, no, never mind. I forget that Immigar is a ride skipper. Never mind. And I forget this is actually a ride skipper too. I forgot about that. Okay, never mind. I've used them so much that I forgot that they're actually ride skippers. Never mind. So those don't stand out. It's just Sienna. Whoops. And then Michu. They could have reprinted the Michu one. I mean, who cares? It was a rare. I think that might be the first printing of those cards, but yeah. Immigar's so famous. Yeah, I'm a fake fan. I'm sorry. Immigar's so famous that I forgot that he's actually a ride skipper. And I play that deck, right? And I play Chaos. But I just was just like, yeah, that's that card. Yep. Okay, anyways. But like, I notoriously don't like the Thegra one because it's not good in that deck. So I'm just bad at this, don't worry. Mostly interested in festival boosters so I can get the donation cards. Yeah, as most people probably are. Like, what point of Immigar is to be a ride skipper, right? No, shut up. No, X, shut up. You're wrong. But yeah. So that's reprints. That's July 25th for us. It comes out next month for Japan. And that's it for now. We might get some more reprints. Who knows? But with that, let's get into the card reveals, right? Of which there aren't any, or there aren't much. And then I'll probably just video days. For an Vanguard to be horny, yeah, basically. Speaking of horny, here is Imperial Fang Dragon. Garlion. He literally has lion as his name, bro. Why is he? Whatever. Vanguard never makes sense. So he has the whole usual thing, right, where he's intercept 5k shield. Very important for Magnolia. This gets intercept as a grade 3, and it gets 5k shield. So huge stonks already. Then, on place on mirror, if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, EB3 till end of turn, he gets another 5k. And your opponent can now intercept for the battles that this unit attack. Very good for Magnolia yet again, right? Because they don't reach very high power levels, so sometimes intercepts are just enough. So turning those off is kind of nice. Then, if you have 4 more damage, or you Persona roll this turn, this gets another 5k. So this becomes in 23k, 28k with Elder, or more specifically Patriarch, then you can choose a order from your drop and put it into your hand. It says order, right? So you can add a set order, a normal order, or a blitz order. So this lets you recycle blitz orders, which is pretty good. So you can use like the B order, so soul blast out one of your things so you can then call it back, like that one squirrel or whatever. So pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. I thought you went over these already. I can't believe there's still no Cultflip Warcry, Blazing Warcry. Yeah, I don't fucking understand. Maybe they'll for English they'll sneak it in for us, but who knows? It's a dragon of the line element. Sure, yeah. It's better than the moose, but that EV3 is yikes. I mean, it's fine. When is Bushy gonna give Zorga some love? Never. Hopefully. When she can't call by Magnolia Ride. I mean, yeah, but it's not a Sylvanhorn, but yeah, you can call Banana, you can call this if you need to recycle this, yeah. I think this is pretty good. Pretty good. Also, it's to get the order, it's on place, it's not on attack. So you can play it, get the order, and then play the order if it's a normal order. So, pretty good. Energy Blast 3, and then all the relevant decks are Energy Blast Glintons. Good. Means that there is some deck thinning, or sorry, some deck what I'm looking for. Some smart deck choices that you have to make. You can't just throw all the good cards. That's good. This card would be good for Sky Ruler deck in set 9. Sky Ruler, Bird. Would it? Why would it be good for that? How EBV is a new Magnolia? I mean, yeah, you don't really have extra, but I think you'll be fine. You find it funny that the grade 3s in this set can intercept for shield, but the ace units do not. Yeah, it's a little bit ass backwards. Very, very strange. I don't know. Pretty good card. Pretty good card, in my opinion. Speaking of energy blasting and being a good card, even though everyone keeps trying to tell me this is a bad card, here is Mutual Thoughts Maiden Pansy, whose effect I basically called. I basically called both of her effects, but this is an ace unit. This says when this is placed other than during battle phase, this gets 5k. Then you energy blast 3. Look at the top 7. Choose 1, discard it, shuffle. Then choose 1 from your drop equal or less to your Vanguard and call it. Then when she attacks, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, she gets 5k. And if you have 10 or more in drop, she gets another 5k. So 20k. If you play the game, essentially, if you have 10 or more in drop. And then she can also mill 1, call 1. Which essentially is just like a top 7 call something. But it can be call something from drop. So, pretty good. Really good. Don't see a reason not to play this. This is decently acceptable. I cannot. Y'all don't deserve any cards. Y'all don't deserve any cards to tell me that this is decently acceptable. Unbelievable. Essentially Mythiarch on a body. Yes, a 20k body. It's Mythiarch that can also call from drop, not just top 7. So it's Mythiarch plus your deck and drop. Like, come on, guys. Come the fuck on. And it can be 25k the turn you call it out. So turn 2, this could be 25k that extends into another body. While deck thinning 1. Yo, can't be serious and tell me this shit is bad. No way. Ain't no way you guys are telling me this shit is bad. I'm not buying it. You know, stupid from hand text, that would make her contradict the entire deck. Nope. You can play this technically, I guess. I don't remember if the other ones had it to be played from hand. But you can play this just from anywhere, just in case it's on it just has to not be battle. This is nuts. I think this is good. I don't really like ace units, to be fair, but I think this one is pretty good, right? The ones we've gotten are pretty solid. I just don't like the concept. I don't like the naming. I don't like a lot about it, but I think they're fine. I just don't like the way that they're designed is not the word, but advertised maybe. No, I don't know. I don't like the naming ace unit. I don't like the naming unique skill. Nothing about this screams ace unit. I think this symbol looks stupid. I think it's stupid that they don't have they don't have shield, right? I think that looks dumb too. I think that most of their effects are like fine. They fall into like sort of divine skill territory where it's like I guess this is a once per game thing, but yeah. Call from Drawback effect on Stokea. I think of decks like Jorga. You could, I guess, play this in Zorga. Zorga can call by itself though, so it's probably not worth it. They should have had Persona Ride. Yeah, honestly, I would rather that. Like fucking Gun Ram from set 1. Y'all remember that? Average Farm remembers. You never know, an ace unit could be the thing that could determine a world championship match, probably. But that would make it more of like a clutch unit or something like that. I wouldn't call it an ace unit, right? An ace unit implies that is how you win all of your games. That is like your main thing or something like that. So, but I don't know. I always have this thing with Vanguard and the way they name things. It doesn't vibe right with me. Technically a good card, but the issue is that we have about 4 dozen ways of reviving from drop already. Who cares? You're gonna tell me they give you 5 cakes and you're like, nah, I already have 2 cakes at home. Who cares? That's a good thing. God damn. Not bro going, oh, I got 2 cakes. Nah, I don't need another cake. I think the primary reason why they don't have shields is that you're encouraged to play them instead of using them to defend. I mean, sure, I can see that angle, but I guess you could have just made these Regales pieces at that point. I don't know, but I got it there on a body, whatever. Could have just intercepted with them after using them, and it's not like I can reuse the effects, so it doesn't matter, right? Like I can, like, what would it matter? I don't know. You can still intercept with them actually, because they still have the intercept symbol. So it's just they don't have shield, so it just, I don't know. It seems kind of pointless. But from a balance standpoint, that just seems kind of silly. I don't feel like these needed that kind of balance. Also turns off the opportunity for them to like be used for like shield, right? In some sort of ways, as like some sort of defensive mechanic, right? It removes the ability for them to do that. Rather sure the intercept skill still works? No, because Battle Door is only call from hand, so intercept does not work. Especially considering you have no shield in this case, so unless you're saying that would be another nerf for it, but that just seems unnecessary personally. But this would be helpful in Night Rose. Yeah, I can't see it not being played in Night Rose, right? I don't see a reason not to. Just if it's just an exact button, yeah, if you just really need to get it off the board for whatever reason. Very odd. But either way, my hands are, I've washed them, right? It's not like I haven't washed them, but I preemptively had Wingstop, right? I did a lot today. I was hungry and I was like, oh fuck, I'll just order it now. But then my hands are like still buffalo saucy, even though I washed them a bunch of times. That was a bit earlier, but anywho. Then we have ourselves here the Royal Paladin stuff. Good old buffalo wings, good buffalo sauce. I'm a bit addicted. I make it myself. Here is the Starry Sky Knight 0. We already went over last stream because he was late. Yeah, this guy is a PR. He is not in Festival Collection. He may be box topper. I have no idea how this is coming out. This is gonna force the hand for English because of the fact that you can't play Alfred without this guy, essentially. So they are either gonna have to make this a box topper, or they're gonna have to include it into the set, right? So we'll see what happens. Zero doesn't seem like a Knight of Silence. Yeah, he's a bit he's a bit not very quiet. No Sub-Zero, he gets to go to Planet Cray and become a unit. Yeah, if only we could do the same. If only there was a game where we got to go to Planet Cray and embody a unit. But Get promoted from Vanilla Grade 2 to win condition the whole time, man. You just haven't been paying attention. He's from the Koto magazine. Thus far, no Koto magazine made it to English besides Festival Collection reprint. Yeah. Which we're not gonna get it for Volume 3 because that's not coming out for a while after Festival Collection, and we're not gonna get it for Volume 2 because we already know the promo for that. So yeah, they're gonna have to do some sort of special distribution for this for English. We went over this last time. It's just his name is treated as Knight of Silence Gallatin, even though we don't have an original Gallatin in standard. But if your Vanguard is a Royal Paladin, you can do at EB3 for this effect, which just says on place. If you do not have a rear guard with the same name, CB1 draw. Then when it attacks a grade 3 or greater, it gets 5k. If you have 4 more units, it gets 10k instead of 5. Finally, when it attacks, if you have a Royal Paladin only Vanguard and your Persona Road, and this unit was stood by your Vanguard's ability, you CB1, your opponent cannot activate auto effects or auto abilities for their cards until the end of this battle. Alright, return salt to 0, I guess so. We need those virtual reality projection and they had in the OG Vanguard IRL. Yeah, I wish they actually. I hate that, like, I feel like early on Vanguard was trying really hard to distinguish itself from Yu-Gi-Oh! Because they didn't want to be looked as like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Clone. So they tried to stay away as far away as possible from like dual disc and like holograms and all that shit. They tried it a little bit, but then they're like, no. Right? And I wish they would have just gone into it more. They should have just fucking gotten dual disc, right? And Vanguard would have been like 5 times as more popular if they just got in dual disc. But who names their kid Zero? Me. It's gonna suck if Stingy or Stinky Bujiro doesn't make this card in English. They have to make it in English. Alfred's already confirmed for English, so they have to make this. They literally have to. Have you read the exception list of Zero's Guard Break? No. I mentioned it last time when we went over this. I have the thread that Sage posted, but I haven't actually looked through all of it. You cannot find such a thread. Oh, I have it bookmarked. I'll post it in the. I think I posted it in the Discord, but I can post it. She goes through a duelist kingdom arc where he has to save enemy's soul from red. I wouldn't be against that. But here's a new card, which is very confusing because both of these cards were revealed at the same time when they revealed Festival Collection and Alfred. So you would think they would all be in Festival Collection, but all right. Here is Shining Wing Star Dragon Virginia Gorilla. So this is counted as Soul Saver Dragon. Continuous during your turn. If you have Alfred, this gets 5k, and if your opponent's grade 3 or greater, you get all the following. At the beginning of the battle phase, you can CB1 if this is in the front row. 3 units get 5k, but if your Persona Road, you choose all instead of just 3, so pretty big. 5k to the whole board. Then, when this unit attacks, if it stood by your Vanguard ability and you did not drive check from a rear guard this turn, you can Soul Blast a Alfred specifically to then at the end of battle increase or decrease this unit's drive to 1 and then perform drive checks. Why make it a grade 3? But whatever, I guess it's Soul Saver. But this is like the 5th Oso card in Header that can now do a drive check. Which kind of makes their Nation OT fucking stupid. Verla looks too normal as a Royal Paladin Dragon. A lot more than a Dragon Empire unit. I mean, he was already white, so... funnily enough, the other Varilla card, we're from Dragon Empire. The Varilla is not like the others. No, he's built different. But this is interesting. We kind of expected it to have some sort of 5k. I don't know why they didn't tie the 5k to Soul like it was for Soul Saver Dragon. I'm a bit confused why the effect to give power like Soul Saver Dragon is Counterblast and not Soul. Is what it is. So that's Rilla. And then finally we have ourselves the Cook. The King of Knights Alfred here. Who is Royal Paladin. He can be boosted. And if your soul has a blaster blade, this guy gets 2k for each of your rear guards. And if you get 8 or more, and your opponent is grade 3 or greater, he gets a critical. Okay. Not half bad. Gonna have to break out the 2k counters. EB3. You can search your deck for 1 grade 3 or less that is only Royal Paladin. You cannot search out Saragon. You cannot search out anything else that is not a Royal Paladin. Call to rear, shuffle your deck. Then you choose one of that unit's auto's ability. The next time it counterblasts, it's counterblasts by 1 less. Finally, when this unit attacks, you counterblast 1, choose one of your rear guards that is only Royal Paladin. Stand it, and if your opponent's grade 3 or greater, you can stand 2. So very much only Royal Paladins you can use in this deck. Is it? Really, is already a pal deck? Not really. He has his own, a lot of his own unique cards. It is CB because he wants to save on souls. Sure, yes, please shoot him. This is like 3 Alfred super glued into bubblegum. I'm sure he's gonna bring up V. There we go. It feels like a combination of the OG and V and a mix of D stuff in there, yeah. So for those wondering, these are all the cards that are Royal Paladin that you can use, including the brand new cards. So these are the only cards that you can call out from Alfred's effect, and these are the only cards that you can restand with Alfred's effect. Ironically, this order is actually listed as Royal Paladin for whatever fucking reason. It's listed as a specifically Royal Paladin order. Very strange. So I don't know if he says card. Does he say card? Yeah, he says card. So you can literally call out this order and just put it in draw, which is kind of stupid. But this guy has to be played from hand, by the way. So would be nice to play him, but you can't call him out, or you can. You have to have K out already, but you won't be able to use this effect, which is overcosted anyways. Marin is a really good card, right? Marin's insane, right? One of the best boosters in the whole nation. But yeah. Why play Board Advisor when Alfred can do everything he can, but better? It can't counter charge. You can't energy charge either, so can't do any of that shit. This is Alfred Ick. With the dumbass cannot be bruised from the OG Alfred. It's not dumbass, bro. It's flavor. Odd. Get some taste for once. The Legion mechanic would come, should come back in G standard. I don't know. I would like that, but triggers are already pretty impactful, so that might be kind of nutty. They already gave Alfred Light Egria's Persona buffed effect on steroids. I mean, sort of. It's the ultimate Chad maneuver. Yeah, I guess so. I can already see players using the Caterpillar and Cocoa, which is stupid. You like Cocoa, you can use, but like Tetrafalt makes no fucking sense, or Saragon, like you can't restand her, so why the fuck are you gonna have her in the front row to begin with, right? And you need the Counterblast for all this other shit, so why would you play the Winsome Order? But yeah, I can imagine that's the first thing you're gonna gravitate towards, like they do with every Keter deck, and then they find out that it doesn't work out, and then they think, oh, it can't be the pile, it must be the deck that is bad. Got her my own scene, I'll put it back. What? English that can't get the 0 promo offered is unplayable in English. That's what I was saying. Like they have to release it with Festival Collection. They don't have a choice. They force Japan has forced English's hand, even though they're literally the same shit. I don't care. It makes no sense. Counter players aren't capable of thinking of anything besides power. Yeah. You can counter charge. Pulls out Turin. Fuck Turin. Stop playing that garbage card. If you want to counter charge in this deck, play Yandri, who you can counter charge if you only have 1 clan. Tunar is garbage. It's the worst. The worst card. So bad, bro. You have to boost, right? She probably is on hit too, or some stupid shit. You have to boost, right? You can only counter charge at the end of her battle, right? So you can't do anything before that, right? She fucking She has to put herself into soul, which is great, but you can only countercharge if you have 3 or more face down. Like, so many restrictions just to countercharge. That works. She's a gold. Yeah, you can use Dindring because he just says if you have no clan. If you have a clan, you can countercharge. You just can't restand her or call her with Alfred. But you wouldn't be doing that anyways, so. You just have to boost when you have 3 cards face down. Oh. So I have to go to 3. I have to get my ass blasted, first of all. Then I have to blast all my ass being blasted. Then I have to get a rear guard behind her to boost. Then I have to go to battle phase. And finally, right, with all 7 stars in the sky and aligned, I can countercharge 1. After I do this massive ritual to do all this stuff, I can countercharge 1. We can just play the Andrea that's like on place Soul Blast 2 countercharge or something like that. Is it expensive? I mean, I don't know, make it work. Make it work. Like, I get the deck is CB heavy, but like, you're not doing this every single turn, and like this turns off one of your your counterblast, right? So the only thing that sucks is that you have to play Blaster Blade in the ride line, which if you don't counterblast, it's a fucking dead card. So that's really the only part that really sucks, is that you're going into your turn with 1 less counterblast than what you could, just because otherwise you ride him for no reason. And the fact that they kind of force you to ride this is fucking garbage, because you really don't benefit from this unless you play Blaster Blade main deck, which you kind of have to. And then you just have another card that does nothing, that's essentially vanilla, so ride line's pretty bad. Why I just played Lovely Dress? Sure. You want to play 1 copy? You can play only 1 copy of Blaster Bolts in the ride deck. No need for more copies. Yeah, but you could play more just because he's a Royal Paladin, and you could only charge out Royal Paladins. And this gives you extra copies, so I'm pretty sure you're forced to play extra copies of this, whether or not you play Tranquilla or not, to be honest. But it does suck that he has a CB1 effect that you don't really want to use because your Vanguard's CB1. They didn't think this through. I feel like they did think it through, to be honest, because you guys forget that the original Alfred was fucking CB3, so they gave you a card that is CB3 in a turn. You guys got it. You got the CB3, right? You CB1 to get 5k, you CB1 to restand, and you CB1 for guard restrict. You got CB3. It's super flavorful. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Clearly y'all weren't there back then when Alfred was CB3. Clearly y'all are the fake fans. Clearly y'all the ones that are fake, right? Which lets you talk. Fine, play her dumbass. You can't restand her because she has to be in the fucking front row and she's not a Royal Paladin. The royal piece of ass is what she is. So go ahead. Have 1 less attack in the front row that you can't reset because you want to play 2-R. Just because you shows a little bit of leg or something. Do it. Go ahead. Nag yourself an extra attack. Just to countercharge 1 mid-battle. And then have no more effects to countercharge for. Drop up to the CB2? Yeah, they did. They made the CB skill into an EB3? Yeah, they did. But then the rest of it is CB3. Eventually. I remember 16 when Limit Break era was current and thinking this game looks fun, but I'm broke. Yeah, that sounds about right. The deck problem is front row power? I don't know about that. I feel like that's the one thing it has going for it, to be honest. Considering this guy is 10k and this gives 5k to everything. The deck's real problem is just that it doesn't have any like other rear guards, right? It just needs like 3 more Royal Paladins that actually fucking do something. Which would mean that they would have to be encounters, so you guys are gonna have to like dig deep into your old Vanguard brains to come up with encounters that would like work for Alfred. I don't know if I can think a lot of a lot of them. I guess you can play like Akane, but that wouldn't make sense in this deck. It's like super obvious what picks they'd use. I guess I could use Palmides, but they already have a grade 3. I don't want them to use that. Lien would be a grade 1. We want a grade 2. There's a Wingull that is in the manga that we might get as a promo. But we need a grade 2. We need a grade 2. We need another good grade 2. We don't want any more grade 3s. I've been around since the OG days. I'm Bushy Road. Could have given us better options besides Zero and Varela. If we don't get Zero, then people won't play the deck without it. They have to. They have to. They have to give us Zero somehow. It's like almost impossible that they can't. Blaster Blade Seeker encounter? I mean, that would make sense. Honestly, they should have been released the Seekers, considering, you know, that we're in a format where they can actually be played in the same deck, right? Across clans and whatnot. So Gordon, I was thinking that, but I don't know if that'll. I don't think Gordon's iconic enough for him to actually come back. He's only used like twice or something like that, so I don't know. But that would make sense if he has like, if he gets some sort of shield effect, because you can call him out, attack with him, and then guard with him. CB1 get 10k shield. But the best are those two that count as Gallatin and Soul Saver, and the former is a really good restrict and defensive. It is. Wingull Brave is fine, but that's a grade 1. But yeah, I guess we could use more grade 1s, but there should be a Wingull that is coming. Like a normal Wingull. That is coming as a promo, because it is in the manga. Extreme of Light doesn't count, IT didn't use it. When we get the Chaos Breaker encounter, hopefully never. We need the unlockers. Oh, shut up. Paldi's the grade 2. We already have Gallatin, who's right there, so. You know, Monterosso needs an encounter? Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Wingull Brave is already right there, but there's a Wingull, normal Wingull, right? That one should be coming soon. That one dog Wingull. But yeah, I also wish he didn't use EB3. I wish he was playable in premium. That would have been so cool, considering. But you know, Bushi Road they can't admit that premium exists. Or Wingull that had CCs. Ugh. Already your guys getting CC, unbelievable. I don't want to shove Alfred to Soul just to drive check on turn 3, maybe Persona Cup. Just don't rush it. Just don't rush it. Alright, it's the same thing people are trying to do with like Werbel, where they think they have to, like, you don't have to do everything a card says in a single turn, right? You can use stuff later on, right? I'm not picking on you specifically, Boyan, but like that's just something that I feel like everyone does now, is like they think they have to do every single thing a card does every single turn, which is part of like the problem with like the standard card design, is that like they've made cards we have to do everything that the card says in a single turn. But you can very easily just not use the drive check effect until later on, right? So the same thing, like you don't have to use this guard restrict every single turn, so you don't have to. That's why I'm not saying it's CB heavy, but you're probably thinking it's too CB heavy, because you guys are thinking like, oh, okay, so I have to CB1 to restand, CB1 to draw, CB1 to guard restrict, and CB1 to get 5k. And you're thinking you have to do all of that in the same turn, but I don't think that's possible. And I don't think that's how you can actually play this deck, or how you can even look at this deck like that, right? So the dog that lets you ride Blaster and Blade from the deck. Oh, Flogel? I mean, it wasn't really the dog. Or, well, I guess the other dog, Barkle. I guess you can have Barkle, but that'd be kind of pointless. Because you already have the ride deck, but I guess you can skip ride. I don't know. That would be kind of interesting. We do have skip rides in ride deck format. But I don't think they will touch Legion era unless They bring Legion as an encounter gimmick. Yeah, I really don't think they will, unfortunately. What stride decks do you guys think might come out next? If we get more, we are going to get them. They're going to announce them in the next strategy presentation, which is going to be 6/17 or something like that. Tell you what, the next ones are either going to be, unfortunately, stinky ass Blade Master and Victor, but I just want Gabriel, and that's all I care about. I feel like they might do All Might and Asha, but we just got a Royal Paladin encounter, so they might not. Gabriel and Asha would make sense because they tend to like to do them in pairs, and you know, the two of them had a rivalry, so that kind of makes sense. We'll see. Claret Sword? Nah, they wouldn't do Claret Sword. They would do all model, but not Claret Sword. I don't think they would do that. At least not for a stride deck. Stride decks have to be really popular. Keep that in mind when you pick your stride decks. No offense, but they have to be really popular because they are standalone products that people buy only for that product. So unfortunately, I do not think Claret Sword has that kind of clout, right? I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think we're gonna get a big belly one either, unfortunately, because he just does not have that kind of pull to sell a product on its own, right? That's why we got the big hitters in Chronojet, Messiah, Shiranui, Luard, Night Rose, Harry, right? It has to be the big hitters that they're gonna put on a standalone product. So you're more likely to get Shohorot, Gabriel, Asha, Oatmile, right? Favas. Those are gonna be the next stride deck sets. Not so much Gallop or something from Mega Colony. Right, unfortunately those will not be the ones. No. Ganslot would be alright, but he's another grade 3. But yeah, there's a lot of grade 3s you can pull for him, but I don't think that's what the deck really needs, unfortunately. It'd be weird to make Ganslot a grade 2, I think. Homa and Asha would be nice since we got Chrono and Messiah just to complete a Quarlet. What's a Quarlet? Gaslighting doesn't exist. Premium is not real. Yeah, I guess not. Barco would a new skill. I mean, Barco would have to be like a starter, which would be cool, but what do you mean ill Angel Feather? What do you mean ill Angel Feather? What? Because we can countercharge like a normal deck, and we don't have to fucking boost and have 3 face down. That's why ill Angel Feather. I don't know if Gallop will get it, unfortunately. They only pick trial decks for these things. I mean, so far they've only picked trial decks, but you should never put a restriction on Bushiroad because they will very easily break their own rules very quickly. That's the entire criteria. No, it's something that'll sell. That is not the criteria. It's just something popular that will sell, right? Those just happen to be trial decks. I think is the real one. Incredibly hype. Nice. Against a lot, a huge trigger just for the Vietnam flashback reactions. Maybe I'm gonna say Vanguard popularity. Yeah, surely. That says Quartet, not Quarlet. All right, well, I don't know either of those words. So I know less now than before. But wouldn't it be too weird to make Ganslot? It wouldn't be too weird to make Ganslot a grade 2 since he has grade 2 stats. I mean, yeah, technically, yeah. But no, you just don't like Angel Feather. How rude. Ganslot is a heal trigger, yeah. Young Pegasus Knight, I doubt it, but Big Belly and the V version of the deck is mediocre incarnate. Yes, Lake Maiden Leanne, they could do that. That would have maybe made more sense, but unfortunately Marin, I actually rode Marin all the fucking time, so Marin is gonna have to be the ride deck for now. Sarkle Trumpeter. Isn't that just called Blasters? That would be MLB support, right? Not so much Alfred support or something that could be played in Alfred. I imagine in 5 years when we are in the DZT era. I think we'll blind the Iron Master deck set. I mean, that might be happening more sooner than you think. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, we said Palmitas earlier. I'm pretty sure Divines is ending after the next season, or like, yeah, Divines I guess is ending, because I think we'll hit like set 13 like we did, and then we'll start something new after that with new cast, new everything. So maybe that'll be the season where I actually get a character that I A, in the anime I actually really like, and B, plays a deck that I can actually really like, because I've yet to have an anime deck I actually like where I also like the character. But a quartet before. So I was saying the trial decks, it would be cool to have 3 main characters and then one guy. Excuse me. That'd be interesting. Big belly has a big belly. Scroll it off. I don't make the rules. All master decks with 4 Saragons. Oh my god, I'm gonna feel so old when that becomes a thing, where they have to reprint Saragon and he's like not that big of a deal. That's just gonna be crazy. The girl that traumatized the Kagetsu is a BARO player? If only. We all know that'll never happen, but if it does, I will never shut the fuck up about it. But no. And then that's it. Right, we just had that. Only 3 usable Royal Paladins in that list. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Trying to come up with possible encounters. But can't come up with anything too crazy. So Tuesday we're getting three double rares. So 3 double rares. One of them that supports both Zed-Lance and Cult of Blaze. Another one that supports both right, yeah, it was Chronojet and Timestamping. I keep forgetting that one because I it's Dark States, but like I don't play any of those decks, so I just block it out of my mind. Then we're getting one that's for Brankgate that supports Gravidia and Impaldio. Now we're getting one for Storkea that supports Claudine and Zorga. And then there's a whatchamacallit, lyrical one that supports both Michu and Charmot. So pretty cool. Hopefully they do like, hopefully there's more than just one of these for each nation. They do like 5 or something like that support a bunch of different decks. But so far they have 1 for each nation. Hopefully they cycle back and do a couple more. Charmut. Yes, he's indeed a, I don't know if he's exploding. He's spitting out his seeds actually. I'll play 2 if you exist. Draw 2. Yeah, they just power creep Saragons. Shit, yeah. I mean, one of the people who use BARO in the anime is a pro fighter, so that's some good representation. No, because they all lose. They all get bodied. So no, they're not good representation. The main character have gone through a single character development each. There's no way they changed the character so soon, I'm pretty sure. Like, unless tomorrow's episode reveals something crazy for the next season, but if we're just getting the rest of the deluxe next season, there's no reason to have a 5th season, really, unless they just make up some bullshit, which they haven't really been wanting to do, right? Like, we're not in the, I want to say, golden era of Vanguard, where they would just make up arcs, right, to keep the story going, right? They're not really in that kind of thing anymore. They just want to do quick, fast, new things, right? So I don't see them starting up a whole new storyline for season 5 or like 6. But who knows, right? I do think also it's too soon, personally, but they're kind of wrapping everything up. There's like no threads left open for season after season 4, right? So we'll see. Especially if the last character for top 8 is just gonna be Ruka, then I mean there's really no mystery left. Because the one mystery we had this season was who this girl was that was Kagetsu's master, and then that's it. We already have that answered. And we're gonna have that resolved next season, right? They cleaned up all the stuff with Suzanne also this season, right? So they have nothing that they introduced this season that carries on to the next, unfortunately. So Galactic P Hero user was a nice addition. Yeah, it is nice that he was able to do something this season, or in Divines, I should say. But he's a pro and he gets paid to lose. I don't think that's how that works. don't think it's like wrestling. I think it's more like sports. If you don't win, you lose. But I guess it depends what kind of sport. And we had like what, 5 seasons of dress with 2 of overdress and 3 of well. So who knows? Yeah, maybe they'll come up with something, have like a time skip. But we'll see. Moshe AI with full dress, it will make something, maybe, hopefully. But I don't know. We just need to know who would be the top 8 for group A and C. Yes, which will be a lucky draw. Like we have at least it's narrowed down to 2 people for each of those. But yeah. Akina loses and Kakuzu deletes his miracle. Yeah, if only. I will pop the fuck off if Akina actually loses a second time in a season. I will pop off if he loses to the same person fucking twice. That would be actually, then they're actually telling a story, but it's just gonna be like, no, I've overcome you, and it's like, all right. I guess there's no fucking, you know, challenge or whatever for the next season if Akina's just gonna win the only rival that, you know, he had trouble with or whatever. Unless, like, because it's not like the only way I can see them doing something is if like Kagetsu again gets run over by a car, gets shot, gets sick, gives up, and then like him and Akina and Raika pass on to the next season. Because otherwise I don't see the point of them fighting again. So I'm pretty sure Akina is just gonna win tomorrow. I really hate Akina winning. I hate winning when it's just done for the sake of winning. That's what it is. Why is it specifically he gets hit by a car? I don't know. He just looks like someone that would get hit by a car. I don't know what to tell you. I hope the 3rd Mythiage is broken as fuck. Yeah, I don't know if we're getting that tomorrow, but we'll see. Because that would not come out for a very long time. But it will need to be very broken. The ChatGPT can beat Vargas, so it at least so it is a lot more advanced than the current AI that can't even figure out how to get out of Pallet Town. Fucking already has 2 major losses this season, and last season he had a huge loss against Odium. That's pretty reasonable win-loss ratio. I guess he lost to Raika. But that's the thing though, he just lost to Raika, but like I don't know. That was just kind of whatever. So I don't know. Get run over by a car, like gave up being pro, yeah. Fucking sedan, fucking Nissan, or some shit. That's no longer a pro car. Feels weird because Divines looks like there's no plot, so stakes left, no danger. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see what they can do. I'm saying that they have to make some magic bullshit for the next season. I'm just saying there's just literally no lingering thread, right? They've unfortunately wrapped up everything and they've left nothing open this season, and they've only focused this season on just the tournament, which is fine, but it just, there's nothing else, right? I see nothing else afterwards. There might be, right? They could go on for another 3 seasons, 5 seasons, who knows? I just don't know what it would be of, which is maybe fine. Like, maybe that's a good thing that I don't know what's gonna happen. If there's hopefully some sort of plan, some sort of seeds would have been nice, so they don't come, you know, the start of so it's not like fucking that Star Wars movie where they just at the beginning they're like, oh yeah, the fucking bad guy from 5 movies ago, he's just back somehow, right? So hopefully they don't do something like that and they like sow some seeds next season, but we'll see. To their Mythia using Boba Mine, river goes from jank to pie charts. I don't know what your perception is with not playing generics, but sure. Akina is gonna win, maybe a secret unrevealed card that may or may not have guard restrict. I mean, so this Kagetsu apparently he has a bunch of unrevealed cards, so who knows? It's just, I don't know, the fight's dumb. The only way I can see the fight being interesting is if Akina loses. Because if Akina wins, then like I don't see the point in Akina and Kage going to the next round. Because like, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into it. You guys are gonna just complain that I just don't like Akina or something. What is it with Bushiroad and killing parents off-screen accidents? But yeah, they just don't want to have to deal with it. Because I'm fine with Akina. I like him better than Yu, but he's just kind of there. You approve of me being? I'm not a hater per se. I'm not a hater per se. Not that I have anything against being a hater, but he's just fucking there. I don't know. Like he's not like I'm not a hater for Akina specifically. Like I'll be a hater full time for like some other stuff. Like talk to him about Raika, bro. I'll shit all over his face. But that's a different story. Akina, he's just kind of there. Seems like a nice kid, but it's just like I don't know. Doesn't seem like there's really much there. But I think he's just too much of a like goody two shoes, right? So I don't know. I need him to have some sort of I don't know, bro. Bro needs to like do drugs. He needs to like do something bad or something, right? He needs to have some sort of flaw or wrinkle. Other than that, he's too good of a brother. Right? He needs some actual flaws other than like I'm just too good of a person. I only think about others and not myself. Like motherfucker sounds like he's lying on a job interview when they tell you what your 3 biggest weaknesses are. It's just like I'm just too good of a brother. Oh. Guys are crazy because they realize they need a protagonist that doesn't suck ass. Like his character development is not being a doormat, I guess. Yeah. He needs to do drugs. He needs to do something. I'll tell you, right? He needs to. He needs to. Maybe it's time for him to like go evil or something. I don't know. Maybe it's time for his edgy arc. I don't know, man. He needs to do something. I don't know if I could do another season of him just being the bestest kid that ever kidded. It's just like everything that doesn't go my way specifically. Surely you're talking about yourself or not me. He hasn't experienced enough trauma. I mean, I guess he hasn't experienced any trauma that was specific to him directly. He just stopped working at Domino's. Yeah, hopefully he gets a new drip next season. The seeds we have right now in D is the same as the world as Bang Dream. Bang Dream next what? Doesn't have a rival to get better. I mean, he kind of doesn't. No, don't. That's probably why I don't want him to lose to Kagetsu. That's probably why. Cause yeah, he doesn't have like an actual rival. His friends and whatnot, but no one to like strive upwards for, right? Cause Sho and Kyon are like at his level. But there's no one like above him to strive for. So I feel like if he already beats Kagetsu, he's already on this level, and then that's it. They'd have to be like, oh no, now it's Michiru, and then next season he's just gonna beat Michiru, and it's just like, oh okay. So I would rather him lose to Kagetsu again, have a mental breakdown, and then like I don't know, show some cracks in his impenetrable Akina armor. For the same shit they did with the do exactly what they did to Zane. That's exactly what they should do. And that's what I keep saying. That's what's gonna happen to Ruka. She's gonna come back. She was all like happy and like everything. She's gonna come back. She's gonna be dripped out in fucking leather. She's gonna be just like Zane. She doesn't respect anyone. Fuck dueling. She just wants to win. That's what's gonna happen to Ruka. That's the only thing that they can do. That's what it seems like, for her to just be magically gone. Like something must have happened to her. Someone find his Blaster Dark. Yes. I can spend his money on Kwandwala and the dragon over Caterpillar. He's done enough drugs. I mean, I don't know. He's been winning, so can't be doing that bad. Maybe one of Curse's reverse. That'd be interesting, but I don't know if I want yet another Fated Clash. I can spend the entire season asking his Space Chicken to stop letting the damage. He needs to lose again. Yes. Because like, if he's gonna go into the, I feel like it would be good for him to lose again, get a lucky draw, and then next season finish his arc, right? Because I feel like if he wins now, arc complete. He really doesn't have much to do next season, other than they're like, unless they lie and they're like, oh no, I still don't know why I play Vanguard. It's like he knows. He knows, right? We're gonna find out tomorrow. And he's just gonna be like, oh, because it's fun as fuck or whatever. So. Personally, Akina makes me miss Yu. You hate Akina? I would never want Yu back. Yu, I could be a hater for. I hated Yu, bro. Akina spent the entire season asking. No, I already read that. Ruka is possessed by Sybil's edgy cousin from Dark States. They're following. Akina arc this season, I'm pretty sure, is to win a match without relying on luck, which is what he did throughout the other seasons. I mean, that's kind of hard to ask for considering his deck and his divine skill, but yeah. Or was already getting the lucky draw plot armor, so it'd be cheap to have two characters do the same thing. It would be, but they are related, so I would not be surprised. I still don't think Erica needs to pass on to the next round, but I feel like she learns. I feel like she develops more in losing than she does going to the next round and just instantly losing. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like she can develop more as a character if she fails the lucky draw, goes back to her dad, right? And then they have a moment where he's like, yeah, I fucking went 0-3 my first deluxe, and then the next time I got second place, you'll get him next time, kid. Right? I feel like that would work more than her just plot armor, just to the next round, just for her to get bodied. Because she's not making it to top 4. Like, there's no reason for her to make it a top 4, right? She's just gonna die. No, her dads, plural. Taizo and Kyoma, her dads, both her dads, right? Oh. What did he do? Yu? He just sucks as a character. He's just not a good character. Meaning he sucks at the game, and he has season 1 and season 2. Akina spent the entire season and admits he sucks at the game when he was winning every fight. What do you mean he sucks at the game? You better come back talking shit for everyone. How Mexicanically he's studying for fashion, I guess. I'm still hoping for now we're top 8. Yeah, that makes too much sense. Plus, she has a new card to show off. So. EB3 bounce a card, probably. I think Rairuka probably moves on through lucky draw since he, Kyon, and Akina maybe 1-2. The only way that happens is if Akina loses. So. We still need to see Raika versus Michiru, and that's if Akina loses though. I still think like that's what should happen. He should lose, and then we get 2 plots, right? Where we have 2 plots, right? We make up some bullshit for Akina and like the rest of the gang to do, and then we have the deluxe. I think that's what's gonna happen. And then this bullshit that makes up, that leads up into the next season. We need to remind people that literally 80% of season 3 World Dress to prove you use hate pointed to your performers is unwarranted. Yes. No, she needs to win. She doesn't need to be the next Megumi. Too bad. If Akina wins to do the OT in both end the game disappointed, I'll cry laughing. I know one OT is out. Oh, that might be possible. But knowing them, they'll probably block it. They'll probably block it because I think we've only seen 1 game ended by OT in the whole series, but I could be wrong. People mainly want Erica to be in top 8 so she can get to New Immortal Force and face Show, which is dumb because like that's what I'm saying. They don't have to do that in a tournament. They can just make up a side plot, right? Where they have to fucking do some other shit. Like, I don't know, make up some shit, right? Make up some shit, and then that way Akina and Erica, they can go fuck off and do some other shit, right? And then like the people that actually need to be in a tournament can have a tournament. And then you can fucking get Liela and Morta over here. Whatever the fuck her new name is gonna be. So, because you have so many other characters too that are not in the deluxe that can actually do some shit if you made them do some other side plot. I don't know. Guys, I'll lose 99 out of 100 times, so I made the deck bad enough that I get baited into throwing. Erica does need to face Sho. She wanted him dead season 1, and she's mentioned it 0 fucking times, and it's only you guys that bring that shit up because the writers forgot about that shit. They don't care about that. That's not a plot point. That's not a plot point. Doesn't give a shit about it anymore. So it makes no sense for them to fight, but whatever. Just for her to lose, she's not gonna beat him, right? So I don't see the point of that, of her fighting him now in the deluxe just for her to lose in top 8. Like, that doesn't make sense. She's not gonna beat him. Like, there's no way she's beating him. There's no way she's making it to the top 4. Like, what is the point for her to make it the top 4? Unless she's, like, related to Ruka or, like, something like that, right? Or Michiru in her timeline fucking was the president or something, right? Like, there's nothing for her to do. Unless she fights Akina for the 5th time, right? Like, there's no point. Device the portals of Gray, baby. I'll be and will defend him with my life because I like Dark Dragon Empire characters. Also, not just like an budget. I can't stand you. Which will basically have angry fans if now Eric. If now work, I will be in top 8. I mean, now can make it. Erica, not gonna. Hey Ed, how's it going, bro? Hey Eds. Can we get like another Ed and get you guys like on a animated cartoon show where we live in a cul-de-sac? So she gets sponsors and goes to the pro at the end of the show. I mean, she could do that. She could lose and still do that. So use the best. Give us a grade 3 readout. Meet your president best timeline. Sure. It is peak. Is it indeed? We're 1 Ed short of doing that. It's going good. We've just been vibing about the anime. You guys made me forget I was supposed to be playing Deer Days. Ed Kennedy. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, yeah. That's a good one. I like that. Good shit. Alright, let's play. How do I do this shit again? I have to. I hate that I always have to. Because I have like 50 VODs that are just false advertisement. Because I end up changing the title to Deer Days Ranked. And like, I play like 2 games of Deer Days Ranked. And that is not conclusive of what I'm actually doing. But it's too much of a pain in the ass to go back, make a fucking thumbnail, and like do all this shit. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just like not have the VODs. Maybe I'll just private them until I can actually put it back. When it's not fucking false advertisement. Let's start doing this. Let's close this. Let's go over here. Whoops. I have to change to the other stinger. Okay, there we go. YouTube was built on the back of false advertising. Yeah, I guess that's true. Please, Zorga, just the drive just take forever. I would rather not. Whoops. Okay, stream might crash because I accidentally opened Camtasia. Just trying to open Wit up. Not mean to open fucking recording software. Please go away. Please give me back the RAM. Please don't crash. Okay. Which one is that? Should be this one, right? Yeah. All right. I can't use a desktop audio. Remember, that doesn't work. So game audio is this one. Winamp is this one, I guess. Put this shit down. Actually, not really. I just have to turn off the music, right? Does ZD2 have a memory leak issue like Deer Days 1 did? I remember hearing about that, but I don't think it does. I just am also, because I'm streaming and also recording while I stream and also playing the game, I'm using a good chunk of my you know, allotted, you know, GPU and CPU usage. But I don't believe there's an actual memory issue. And then Yeah, okay. So that's not too loud. I don't know when it's gonna be loud as fuck. Right? But alright. I have the oddest urge to play Riftbound. That's the what's it call it? League of Legends? No. I mean yes. The Riot TCG, right? I have to take a look into that. But yeah, no bugs. Sorry, bugs are gross. Instead, we will be playing the deck that I am destined to play for the rest of my life. Because this game has Philia before I get Philia. This is the list that we're going to try out. Swapping out power for consistency. And trying to draw cards. I don't have soul fronts, which kind of sucks. So we'll see how this goes. Also, it means you guys don't have to sit through Power Plus when I resolve Swirler. So you're welcome. After this guy's skill, do you think Bushiroad will make another main character gimmick for the next protagonist? I mean, they should make a gimmick, a mechanic that is more than just for the anime characters, but you guys both for music. Why did you choose the girl as the avatar for BARO? Because she... Have you not watched the Divines anime? Because she uses... First of all, because she's a girl. Why would you use some stinky ass dude that plays card games and will just wash his ass? No, I'm not doing that. Second of all, she actually uses BARO in the anime. So, that is why I'm using her. Yes, to use it in the Dear Days, that is way better than our garbage ass version of Dear Days. That's the best part. Then she got beat up by Chris Ryan, and then she never did anything for the rest of her life. Whoops, wrong button. Please fight. Everyone use Gendiva, yep. So me and Zen have to recreate that pretty soon. The in-game BARO player would have given deck back vibes? Yeah, possibly. Alright. You guys wanna stretch? You guys wanna stretch? You wanna turn this into last up? Never mind. Thought this was gonna take a lot longer. But nope, here we are. Boom, 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 boom. All the way up-ish. So you hear it over the music. Sucks because you know how to deck build? Yeah, I guess so. Alright, cool. I wanted to go first anyways. Get rid of this and this. Actually, I could keep this, but I'm probably gonna draw into Pony, because that's all I fucking do. Tell me I don't know this deck. Tell me I don't know this fucking deck. Oh, it's fucking... Shiranuri, alright. Apparently they put the Shiranuri restriction where they can only use one Furai, which is kind of funny. Huh. Master's Duel where you get to do sit-ups or use the toilet while sitting, allowed to be negated 5 times. Nah, I was gonna stretch because I've been doing a lot today and I should stretch, otherwise I'm gonna be in a lot of pain tomorrow. Considering I'm also now standing for 2 hours on top of that, right? But game came faster than I thought. Yeah, unless I matched up into like a Glima or something like that, I don't think I'm gonna have the time to stretch. I can't skip the skill cut-in anymore for my opponent? That's weird. Okay. Yeah, I used to be able to go, what? Okay. Okay. Turn one ulti would be great, but guess we'll fucking go to 4 damage real quick. For 3 damage. Yep. Sounds good. Sure can't use any of my cards to guard. God forbid I have a deck that lets me actually play the game. I play like a fucking CPU over here, getting my ass blasted. Heck, even if I get a draw trigger or a trigger, this is still what, 21? Why do I do this myself? Because I want to do the things I enjoy and not the things you enjoy. Because I want to live my life the way I live my own life. I want to play stinky ass Raziel. I want to play a deck I like, damn it. I guess I'll guard this. Even though I'm probably gonna be 1 soul short. And it's gonna be because I discarded that. And I don't have another one of this dumb girl to put this into soul, so. What is it about BARO? I don't know. If you're truth game, I hope it is. Yeah. I don't know, I got another copy. I think it's mainly he just looks cool and have nostalgia. But sure do wish I had picked a better guy to start with, but alright, those are nice soul charges. Too bad they don't mean anything. Alright. We can play smart here. I already have all the counter blasts I need. If they want to attack into my rears, that's perfectly fine. Very nice. I'm gonna need you to let this die real quick. Thank you. Neg you a draw and give myself one. Very much appreciated. You guys, the only TCG I can say I'm finally getting support after 6 years of nothing. I mean, that's kind of me with BARO, to be honest. But using that now, okay, sure. Here with big number that, oh no, gets even bigger. Yeah, I guess you just can't skip the skill cut-ins anymore in rank. That's such a weird thing. I guess maybe that's what was originally causing lag and stuff. That you can like desync to an extent. I'm asking for 25 on your grade 1 just for 1 fucking damage. Unfortunately, but it is what it is. So 2 things happen here. Either next turn they attack into my rears, which like fucking have at it. I don't really want to go to 3 because I'm not guarding. Or they don't, and I can use them to go into soul, and I have a fuck ton of counterblasts, ideally, for next turn. But this build doesn't really use counterblasts, so we're gonna have to move things in. I was maining on Morta until I finally decided to switch to Minerva, so I really can't say much. Yeah, like I played a bunch of other decks. I don't only just play BARO. Ironically I play BARO the least. I think out of most decks, because I usually play it a lot. So I usually try not to play it as much so I can enjoy other things. I don't know, there's no other deck that I can call like my deck. Like I can with BARO, so. Nothing's really hit that edge. So that's what I keep saying, like if they do make a new season, hopefully there's an enemy character I actually like that has a deck I actually like, so that I can finally pick a safe deck that I know is just gonna get supported all the time, and I don't have to worry about everything. They, I don't know why they. I guess they were trying to retire, but this guy can't retire grade 1s or less. But I don't know why they didn't call Shinri. Oh, I guess they can't call Shinri because they have 2 units. So yeah, I did neg them the Shinri, so there's that. There's no point in guarding this because if they check a trigger, this becomes 25, and I can't even guard it. So I might as well take this. Or they can just hit a trigger anyways, and I have to guard 25. Okay, fine. Fine. My logic did not make sense. And there go all of my soul charging dudes. That's great. That's great. I guess I'll just go to 5 damage against Shuri. Sounds great. Love it. He's bringing them. That makes me not be able to buy it, yeah. Scooping it paired with a real opponent? No, I'm not a bitch. I will play out the game. Because Vanguard, you never know what will happen. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. That means I can hit 15 now. Yeah, sure great to get that crit then. I mean, at least I didn't draw into it. So I drew into a better card. I think I have a Hardening Insight of the Soul. Decent soul charges there. So I can call this out here. Use this. I can get rid of the Restander, which is good. We'll put this one on the bottom. Put the other two into soul. Of course, I'm going to soul charge all my triggers, because that is what happens all the time. Whether I want it to or not. That is what will happen. I am numb to it. And it's just a way of life now. But it is also why I hate soul charging in any other deck. Because I can't take blindly losing my triggers, right? I play other decks because I actually get to use my triggers. So telling me that I have to fucking play another deck and soul charge is like, nah, fuck you, I'm not doing that. If I wanted to soul charge, I would have just played BARO. Thank you very much. I don't think I can hit 20. Because I have 3 ponies. So I'll go to 17. I'll be 1 short. So I have to... Oh, never mind. Alright, I'm hitting 20. Reason why milling is ass. Yeah, at least milling in those decks is a little bit more useful. But, yeah. Because the main reason I hate soul charging is that, like, I can't do anything with 90% of the cards that are in my soul, right? If it was like any other deck that I can, like, do whatever I want with my soul, like, use it as a resource. But no, it's just a tower, and then that's it. It's just cards that I can never get access to, except for the 2 that I call out. So I'm at 5, so I literally have no reason not to go to 20. I have to do this. Yeah. And yeah, I just have to hope that I can hit OT. Because all my crits are gone. So all my drive checks are fucking ass. And, yeah. And then I think I have 2 lilacs. No, I have 1 in damage. So I can do lilac. And I can draw 3 cards. And yeah, that's gonna be that. Give me a 15 and something else, please. Or not. Or just go to... Just die. Just kindly die. Okay, double intercept makes sense. Because they're gonna go to soul. That Dark Corrector is 101. Well, I don't like that. Am I trying to OTK? Yes, because I literally cannot survive the next turn, so I have no choice but to OTK here. But I did manage to get rid of the Restander, which is good. I can't actually OTK because I lost my fucking crits. So again, unless I hit OT, that won't be happening. Would be nice to hit my heals. That'd be great. If I could hit my heals. Well, great. Not a defensive. And they will more than likely take this, I think. So if I can hit ulti, I can push a bunch of damage. Alright, I drew a PG, which is nice. And doop, 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 into zone. All out this and this. I wish I had the other. If I had the other Lilac, that would be great. Because then, like, I would totally be in a great spot. Because they can't call anything from drop. I guess they can call this. And it, like, barely hits. But, like, they can't do anything with my Lilacs. Because they just be 2k and they can't do anything. But, unfortunately. Ah! There goes my only out. Cool. That's fine. And I don't want to do that. I have no choice but to draw, by the way. I can't choose not to draw that card. No. It is what it is. Yellow T to screw their triple guard? Yeah. That's what I used to play it for, but I always end up drawing it or soul charging it, so it doesn't fucking matter. Whatever OT I play doesn't matter. It's just gonna go into my soul anyways, so. I figured that this is the most useful one. Okay, maybe I'll survive. Because I might do some damage to their hand here, depending if they hit defensives here. Because I can guard at least 4 attacks. Also draw 3 cards. Yeah. So that's what I used. That's why I used to play it. But I just ended up dropping it for blue OT. But I'm just playing this because I have it SP. Let's go, no defensives. Please die. please die. Take this 61. No. 58. Yeah. Take this 58, please, kindly. Do not have PG. Do not pass go. Unless your hand is like 4 triggers, which means you can't do anything next turn for the most part, or you have a PG. This should be unguardable, right? Right, yeah. Unless you have a PG. I don't know why it took so long to decide that, but... So... That's something. They start their turn with only 5 cards, I guess. But... And that's that. I can win next turn, right? If they don't do much, I can do a pretty big next turn if they keep this guy. But if they dominate him, like, this is such a thing, because if they dominated it, it's useless because it's only gonna get +9. It still can't hit. It can only attack into another rear guard, which just means they didn't attack into me, which means I survive, right? I guess if they use this to give it 10k, so there is that. So never mind. Sure. Sure thing. I'll call my crit. These don't have double foray, yeah. And they lost already one of the other Resander. And they also lost Arena. So if they only have 3 attacks, I might be okay, right? Because after 2 dominates, I can guard 2 dominates, and then I have 3 guards for 3 attacks. So, alright, good night, Lunk. Unless they use this, but then I still think I'll be okay. So if they decide to dominate this for whatever fucking reason, because the choice would be this, right? Because that's the bigger number. So. Yeah. In which case, I want to get rid of all my cards in hand as soon as possible, I guess. Which I guess that'll help me do it, right? I do have, what, 2 heals left, so there is that. I could intercept. I don't really want to lose him. I think I have 2 hardening insights. So... do I have... No, because I want one to damage. Ooh, so I'm only going to have 1 hardening insight, so I have to keep this. So... I would have to do this and this. And then this is hopefully once per turn. Nope, I guess you can just do it again. Okay, that sounds fair. That sounds fair. I'm gonna have to, I guess, use this, or I'm gonna have to PG. I don't know. It doesn't matter, I'm fucked. I have to hit the heal, basically. And then I'm barely gonna be able to do anything, unfortunately. And they still have, like, insane drive checks that they could do, so. Unless they don't do this, then I'm okay. But yeah, there's no reason not to. Famous for its fairness, yep. Famous around the world for its fairness. So I have to like throw OT at this. I can PG this. I can throw these two at this. I have to OT this. No. Yeah, I have to OT the Vanguard and then PG. Just heal. Alright guys, thanks for giving me the loss.
Damage check.
Yeah. Not that there was much I can do, but oh well. Okay. Try that again. I didn't believe. Yeah, I didn't. You're right. I gave up. That's on me. Alright. Marathon was cool. Yeah, I guess. Well, then I just flip triggers because they're all in my fucking soul. That's why I didn't flip any fucking triggers. Because they're all in my soul doing fuck all. Well. Oh, even for at 1, the deck is still crazy. Yep. Turns out 7 attacks is pretty strong. Especially when you lose your cards. Bad spot to be in. I mean, it's pretty rough. Stride Blader Mouse? Yeah, I wish they would give me some sort of Blader Mouse. Even though technically they did twice, but it's the worst fucking cards imaginable. A few times that they've given me Blader Mouse. Alright, let's stretch, gang. Let's stretch. We're gonna start from the neck up, and then we're gonna work our way all the way down. Alright, so first we're gonna stretch our neck. Look down. Back. And down. Back. And then down. Back. Ah. Doesn't that feel good? Especially when you go back. I'm pretty sure you guys, just like me, spend 90% of your time looking at a screen or your head down in some way. So putting your head back is a nice way to like realign yourself. Feels pretty good, right? Head down. Oh, feels great. All right, you can keep doing that, or you can move on. And we'll do this one. Oh, your ear to your shoulder. Doesn't that feel good? Listen to what your shoulder's saying. Usually the shoulder is what gets cried on, but now you can give more support to the shoulder. Right. Someone in platinum or whatever the fuck. Continue after, I guess. I wonder if this will be Liel. If it would just be Raziel. I think of any other. Or it could be Luard, but there's no right deck. I can put this back too.
Stand up! Vanguard!
Huh? Oh, it's Vladimir. Okay. Bit sus to use Creature Hikari for that, but okay. Cool! Vladimir, my worst matchup, because I cannot Persona to save my life. So I insta-lose if they Divine Skill, and I'm going second. So I have to beat him on my first grade 3 started, or I die. That's great. This is great. ass, but alright.
コール ヴァンガードにアタック
Back to
スキル
this.
発動
5.
パワープラス
Want to be real extra? You can do 5 breaths. So.
ノーガードドライブチェッククリティカルトリガ
And
ー
then go to the next one. Let's go. Fucking stonks.
ク
I
リ
need
ティカル
like
プラ
3 of
ス
those. I need 3 of my drive checks to have crits in them to win this matchup.
ダメージチェ
Is
ッ
that
ク
early shield? Yeah. Okay. Some of the shield I might. This is early
Damage
shield,
check.
and I guess so is the draw trigger. But the soul crit is such a tease, because I often can't guard with it. Because sometimes I'm off by 1 soul. I have to try and keep that in hand.
ターンエンド
This is why it doesn't matter
ド
what
ロー
dumbass. Oh yeah, I play because I never get to check that shit. Oh, I wish I could play like Raziel or like. I wish I could play Eva more, right? Those decks, even though I barely get to check their Eva, but those decks that like get to deck then and they can actually check their OT, just to feel what that's like, because I never get that opportunity. They kind of high rolled, but not really, because they lost Persona Ride and they can't use the effect of grade 3 Colossus.
コールスキル発動
Please. Ooh. Doesn't that feel good? I better be doing these alongside me. Making me here fucking stretch. Oh, what do I care? I need the stretch. Oh.
コールスキル発動
So I don't have Belderock, so I literally have no reason to guard these attacks. I'm sorry, to take these attacks. So I could be conservative here and risk it. And throw this out in case I can save
ドライ
the
ブチェック
shield from the crit for later. Never mind. Gonna have to use the crit
クリ
anyways.
ティカルプラス
Okay.
パワープラス
So hopefully we can get 2 defensives here, so I don't have to use any more cards here.
ダメージチェック
Not lying on the couch after eating dinner. God damn it. You can do it.
ダメージ
You
チェ
can
ッ
just sit up a bit and you'll be able to do it. It'll be great. Ah, okay, great. There's the Velderock that I wish I fucking had. That's fine.
クヴァンガードにア
So
タ
I
ッ
have
ク
counter blast, so that's a good thing at least. And unfortunately, that's not even like this isn't even like a good unit, so I can't like attack into it or something like that.
ガード
Doesn't matter, right? They probably would rather me attack into that, so I don't have to overcall it. But
ターンエン
the
ド
last one
スタンドアンドドロー
always looks a little bit weird. Stop. Triggers. No. What do you want me to do with this? You're supposed to be in the deck to heal. Oh, because now I have to fucking discard you. Because I can't discard anything fucking else.
スキル発動
I can't call anything because it's gonna get bound. He's good.
パワープラス
Those are alright hits. Hopefully I can check another crit. Alright, this one's kind of weird. They're gonna look forward and gonna move your neck forward.
ノーガード
Back.
ドライブ
Give
チェッ
yourself
ク
like a fat chin. And forward. And forward.
ダメージチェッククリティカル
And
トリガ
forward.
ー
Back. This one tends to be pretty good
クリティカルプラス
for some people because it's like
パワープラス
stretch most people don't normally do.
ターンエンド私のターンドローライド
What did I eat today? So I
スキル
had
発動
I had fried eggs with some turkey bacon and some yogurt with some granola and flax seeds. Then I had some pineapple and yeah, that was it. Like a snack? No, I think that was, no, I had that for lunch. Yeah, I had a pineapple and some the last leftover of the pasta that I made, which is really good. And then I treated myself to some Wingstop. I had a bunch of their boneless, basically chicken nuggets with buffalo wing. And that is it. Alright. And now, once you're done with the neck, we're gonna do one of these. Pull your neck in one direction. Right. If I get close enough to the mic, you might hear my neck crack. Very cracky neck. Why do they have... Okay. I thought they had... Yeah, why do they have 500 seconds? Is that really how much time you get? Did they extend the timer? Why does it go from 500 to 200? What is happening? And now it's 100. What is happening to this timer? Direction of hand up. Do one direction and then do the other direction. And now it's just at 0. This is so weird. Yeah, I don't understand what the fuck happened. Hey Billy, how's it going? Sure thing. I got nothing for you to take. And I think I just... What do I even do here? Like, I hate this matchup so bad. Because there's nothing I can fucking do. Right? Like, I can try and guard. I can't guard this shit. And I can maybe guard this if I don't check anything, right? So I have to take one of these attacks no matter what. But the next turn I'm dead! Because then I have to guard this turn. But then next turn the Divine Skill, I can't use PGs, and then I can't Persona Ride because I don't have Persona Rides because they all go to fucking Soul. So I don't know, I guess I take this, ulti the other one. Sure. Sounds fair. After that, we're gonna roll our shoulders. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah. That's nice. That helps. That might actually be very good. I can draw another one of the girl that puts stuff from dropping the soul. That might actually be really good. Vanguard ni attack. So thankfully I can guard this at the cost of not being able to hit 15 possibly because I have to use the soul crit, but it is what it is. And then this one is unfortunately 30 with a crit, so I will have to drop. Not only drop OT and not have it for Divine Skill turn, but also drop OT, let them know that I don't have OT. So, that kinda sucks. Don't have a choice. Can't really go to 5 here. And then I basically have to discard whatever it is that I draw, which kind of sucks. I don't really have anything good in Soul. So, I mean, yeah, they all kind of do the same thing. Because I have a pony in Soul. So the girl gives me 2 Soul. This gives me 2, so they all give me 2 Soul, to be honest. The only thing is that the pony can maybe extend into another pony. So I have to discard the Mikani. Go to 5, we'll go to 4 hit, yeah. Hopefully I can get... Oh, it's so bad. I hate this card so much because she's only on place from hand. Otherwise, it would be great if I can call her out right now. But there's literally no point in calling her out. The only thing I can do is call Ilya behind BARO. But there's no point in really me doing that, unfortunately. And I can't draw either, because they made this bastard EB2. So I'm not going to have enough to draw, which really sucks, because I'm going to have all this extra energy for no reason. Really sucks to exist as a BARO player. Not gonna lie. Okay, I hit another pony, which is good. EB2. Put one back, I guess. I can only put one next to the deck. That's kind of nice that I grabbed that. I have 2 of those, which is nice, so maybe I can try an OTK, but probably not. I can play this here. I can't hit 20. Unfortunately. What the fuck? Unless I hit my... No, because I have a pony in the bottom of the deck, so there's no way that I can hit 20 here. So, most I can do is hit 15 and not call out my counting. I don't know if I want to go double Lasher. Maybe that's the play. Go double Lasher. Because I can, I'll have 16 soul. If I do this, I'll have 17 soul. If I do one Lasher, one of these, I can guarantee I have 20 soul for next turn, but then they're just gonna Divine Skill and kill me. Or I'll die after that. Right, so. I don't know, I guess play to magically drawing into everything I need. Playing Bushiroad gave meta decks strong cards that can be used for free while other decks suffer. Yeah. Kind of the Bushiroad way. I don't have any other ponies, so this way I can keep a Lasher, I guess. We'll see. Depends on the drive damage checks, I should say. What they do here. If they don't hit anything, maybe I'll go double Lasher. But if they hit a defensive, I won't. I'll just try and play for next turn. I don't know. So what do I have left? I have 3 crits, 2 draws, or 3 draws, 1 heal. So I'll probably hit one of them, but I'll probably draw the other 2, unfortunately, because I'm going to end up drawing 2 cards. One from BARO, one from this girl. Yeah, they're only at 2 damage, so unless they no-guard the Vanguard and I check a crit. But... Let's see what I draw. Let's see what I draw. Let's see, that'll determine. Okay. Technically, if I survive, I have Persona. So I'll put everything into Soul. So yeah, I guess I go 1 Lasher, 1. This guy. I can hit 20 Soul. Draw 1 card. The PG, not that it matters, I guess. The heal would have been the worst thing I could have drawn, to be honest. How would you fix BARO Mass Call from Soul and main? I mean, that would be nice, yeah, if I can have some sort of, I just need to be able to do something with my fucking soul. That's all I need. But right now, I don't do shit with my soul. I have to go all in on BARO. I don't have a choice here. I literally don't have a choice. I just have to go all in on BARO, break through. Hope for no defensives and that they can't guard the other attacks. That's it. Yeah. Then there's no point in me giving them counterblasts. Whoop. There's no point in me giving them counterblast then. They're just gonna, if I'm not gonna be able to do that, so. Because that turns off Samug to get Soul, and that turns off Invoke. So. That turns off Beldarok. They have a 3rd copy. It's playing. Oh, that's still playing. They actually have a 3rd copy. That's crazy. And they got the Invoke Alchemist, so it's just going to be a huge booster. Which relatively doesn't matter, because I have to take the Vanguard Strike anyways. So yeah, not giving him the CV is the right call there. Even though I am going to lose this, right? Had I known that beforehand, I could have called Engraver, and I'd have 1 less rearguard. But I expected them just to take the Vanguard Swing or something like that. But I should have foreseen that maybe they would try and guard it, but yeah. It's funny, they have to resolve these. Yeah, they have the soul. There's no reason for them to not activate the divine skill. Unless they know that I have no PGs. Would be the other thing they could do, but yeah. The only way to fix BARO is just give him more cards that do stuff, unfortunately. They just don't have cards that do enough. Because 90% of my deck is devoted to just soul charge. I mean, if he doesn't do anything crazy, if he doesn't check the nuts, I can at least guard this. And then I have 20, and then they don't have a lot of cards, and maybe I can turn this around. But yeah. Now they're trying to decide if they want a divine skill or not. It doesn't really change my predicament. I have to take this. I can't guard 58. So they're gonna save the divine skill. Oh. They would have actually killed me if they divine skilled. Because they would have had the crit. So. Hopefully I can hit a defensive to make this easier to guard. Otherwise I have to throw down an extra card. Which I'd rather not, because then I have no way to get 5 attacks. Or I can just go to 5. I don't know. They just have a crit, and I forgot what else they checked. But yeah. This is gonna get what? +2, +5. So I need 10k shield. I'd rather just go to 5, honestly. Because I can do a much better turn if I don't use my units. So. And I'm already at 4, so it's not like I can survive a divine skill turn. With no OT checkable, right? Might as well go to 5 here. Turn off their heals if they try to check those. But... And I have another Lasher and Soul. I'm calling final turn because it's the final turn. Whether it's the final turn for me or my opponent, who knows? But we'll see. I have to just do this. I literally can't stall, right? Ooh, that's kind of nice. Draw me something good. Ooh, yeah, baby. That's what I needed. Don't need to use this. Look, the way I'm at 20, so yeah, that sounds about right. That's what my opponent said when I play. Doesn't really fucking matter. I guess put the OT away so they can't. They have to look into all my fucking cards to see where the OT is. It's BARO, so that really also actually activates. So 25 is good because it takes out a trigger from hand, which makes it hard for them to guard BARO. Grants it again. If by the grace of God I don't draw all my triggers that are left, the like 2 of them that are left, I might be able to clutch this, but we'll see. So you're gonna take this, go to 3. Cool. Why does this VA go so hard? She goes hard for like some lines, and in other lines she's just like, okay. But yeah, I feel like it's like a volume mixing thing. But yeah. Alright, I played her in order, so she's already active, right? That's fine. Let's go ahead and do this. I drew a PG, which could mean nothing. Put all that into soul. Only options to call this and this Lilac Lasher. Right now, I have to activate this one. This one's mandatory. Please don't be a crit. Please don't be a crit. Please don't be a crit. Okay. This one's also kind of mandatory. I could be crazy 5-head and like soul charge 2 to make sure I hit the crit, but like, yeah, no. So I do have the guard restrict active, so I need 3 or more. So this is basically a PG or no guard, considering the power threshold. But the only way I win here is if I hit a crit. Regardless of how they guard, I have to hit a crit. Unfortunately, that is not a 1 to pass, that is a 2 to pass. I had a draw trigger, which drew me into my like last crit. Great. of... I have 1 crit left in deck. That's all I have out of 7 cards. I have a 1 in 6 chance. No, 1 in 7 chance of hitting it. And that's the only way that I win the game, is if I break through this and hit them with the crit. Because otherwise, they can just take these 2, go to 5. So, yeah. Especially if they have a PG in hand. So, all in Vanguard. Yeah. So now I have the option to... do what? Because I do have Risotto Ride. Here's the crit. Yeah, so I was 1 off. Had I Soul Charge, I would have fucked myself. But, I can attack, push him to 5. They only have 2 cards. I have to throw out my whole hand to guard. So. Yeah, so. Them drawing Belderrock would not have been good, so let's get rid of that. They have another one in Soul. They're gonna have to just take all these attacks, right? Which was the plan, which it is what it is. I need to hit the crit, like I said, to win the game, unfortunately. Had I attacked last turn, maybe I could have won this turn, but they also would have killed me last turn, more than likely. Okay, good. Seeing both of their pieces go to damage is good for me. That gives me a mild chance to survive. They also have like 3 Invoke Alchemists in Soul. Okay, 2. I think they Soul Blasted 1, maybe. Yeah, that makes sense. No, they didn't. I could have swore they had... Oh, I guess they didn't play one the first turn. Okay, never mind. So they're going to EB3 to draw. So they can't use the crit from Zamug. Here's another Invoke Alchemist, so they can get 4 attacks this turn. They have to call units. They're going to call this. So you have a 4th copy. Ain't no way you have a 4th fucking copy. Ain't no way. Okay, they're going to call this out. Woo! Yeah, they're going all in. So I have to just survive. I do have some shield, but the fact that they're going to turn off the PG sucks. So I have to PG this first attack, because assuming they're going to swing here. And they don't have Persona either. I don't know why the fuck you called this. Oh, it is what it is. Presumably they're going to swing here, restand this, or they can swing here and then give this 15. Is another thing that they can do. But I also lost any good attackers, so that's the one unfortunate thing. Yeah, so I have to PG this one. Unfortunately. It's the only one that I can PG. And I have to hold on to BARO. So I guess I'll discard Philia. And they have, what? 1 front, 1 heal, 1 OT, and like 3 crits left. So, quite a lot of triggers here, unfortunately. So, they can either restand one of them or give the standing 115k. I feel like they're going to restand and hope that they check a crit. Or, I should say a trigger. This is going to get massive. This is going to go to like 70. I don't even know if I can guard it. Because I have to use like my whole hand and then somehow still have enough for these baby swings. But yeah, so they're going to go for the multi-attack here. So what, 43? 50 something? So I have to do like this, this, this to match. And then I can throw... Oh, I didn't... Oh, they only did what, 2? Oh, okay, so I have these 2, so that's good. I'd like to keep those if I can, but I have to do this. And then I can do like this and one and this guy for a 2 to pass. And then I can guard with this and the other one. Yeah, I think that's what I can do. No, wait. Yeah, because I have 2 draws, so I can guard his attacks. So I'll do this. Yeah, because it puts me on at 73. Which is 2 to pass because he can go up to 78. And then I can guard the other 2 attacks. Unless he puts it all in Vanguard. Then, you know, that is what it is. But like, yeah. Because he has to give power here if he wants it to be able to hit. And then this is just a draw trigger to guard it. So If he goes all in, and you know, if he gets it, if they get it, they get it. But otherwise, I have game. Barely, but I have game. Yeah, so they gave it to rear instead. They played it safe, but I can guard both those attacks unless they check ulti. Okay. They have 1 PG in hand. So they have a crit and PG in hand, and one more thing. Can't deny it lasted this long. Yeah. This is literally the worst matchup. So, literally because I damage deny, I think that's the only reason I'm still in this. So, we can use this. I think I lose, though. I think I lose. Because I have 5 cards. I draw 1 for turn, draw 1 for Persona Ride. I have 3 cards, I draw 1 for Barrel Skill. Yeah, I lose. Unless I don't Persona Ride. And I just swing with 1 drive. I have to swing. I have to call rear barrel and not use the effect. Otherwise, I lose. So, yeah, I just have to do that. Because unfortunately, it would be a Persona Ride. I go to 3 cards, Barrel Skill. Unless I don't activate, unless I Persona Ride, and then I don't activate Barrel Skill, I think that's the better option. Because then I'll have 1 card left in deck. I think that's a better option because then that gives me Twin Drive. I still have 1 card left. I give power to the front row, right? Yeah, because I draw 1, I go to 3, I check 2, I don't use Barrel Skill, I give Persona to the front row. I think that's the better play, other than because if I don't Persona Ride, all I have is 3 attacks, 1 drive, right? Unless I'm doing the math wrong here, right? Because you lose your Twin Drive. So yeah, I think that has to be the better player. I just can't use Barrel Skill essentially. I mean, I'm not gonna last till next turn. I wish this was like I wish one of these was a Brewster, but it is what it is. Yeah, because otherwise they Divine Skill, so I have no effect. So they have the crit that they can use to guard this, and then they have to use PG for this. I can't attack 4 times because I lost my effect. They use the Divine Skill, so I have to re-ride to get my effect. So if I could do 5 attacks, I would, but I literally can't. Because once you use the Divine Skill, you lose all your effects and your Twin Drive. So I had to Persona Ride. That's a better option. Otherwise, I would have just had 1 drive. So they have to either PG this or take the Lasher. My hair has looked so stupid this whole time. They're gonna choose to PG this. It depends what the last card in their hand is, but unless it's another PG. What's the crazy one? This one. And I have no draws. I have none. I have none. They have a couple, but they have cards left in the deck. So I have literally nothing. They have a couple. So this has to be a PG. Of which, you know, it could be a PG. If this is a PG, it's a PG. You know, nothing I could have done about that. I would have died either way. But yeah, they have to PG this because it's 62. If they heal or OT, they heal or OT, right? Can't do anything about that. Whew. Oh god, 1 card left in deck. Oh, I can't get a rank up from that. Come on, game. You can't read how stressful that situation was, bro. Come on, you can't give me a rank up. Oh man, but yeah, I had to Persona Ride in order to get Twin Drive. Yeah, Persona was the right call. Because if I didn't Persona Ride, the only thing I could have done was call out rear barrow, and I would have just had 13. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered, but it would have just been 13, 13, 60, whatever. But then they could have intercepted. No, they couldn't have intercepted. If the card they had in hand was like 5k shield, they could have guarded the first barrel. They could have dropped the trigger or the second barrel, and they could have PG'd the Lasher. Right, so my assumption is that that was like 5k shield. So. Because otherwise, I would have done the 5 attacks if I had one more card in deck, but since I had 4, I lose my effects because of Bladmire under Divine Skill. I have to re-ride to get it back. I also lose Twin Drive. Since I lose my effects, I can't use CB1 to call 2. Oh, went through every available mechanic in 9 final turn. That's crazy. Yeah. Oh my god. So you get Twin Drive if you Persona after Black. Yeah, if you Persona, you get everything back. Everything's normal. If you don't Persona after Divine Skill, you lose all your effects, including the icons, which is Twin Drive. But because you're on Vanguard, you get 1 drive. So. You know the only new skin? No, I bought all 3 of them. Thanks for calling me out. I even bought Kyoma, even though I'm never gonna fucking use them. But he does have the best CPU deck, because his is like an actual Alicalibra deck. So he's probably the best CPU in the game to fight. But I've been beating up Senka, just because I was trying to get the models for both of them, or the whatever you want to call it. But that's it. That's because my friend said otherwise. No. Yeah, no. If you Persona ride under Bladmire Divine Skill, you get everything goes back to normal. That's why it's an insta-lose matchup for me, because I aim to put my Persona rides into Soul, first of all, and second of all, they just naturally go to Soul, right? I'm not like other decks where I can actually get a Persona ride and have it in hand. So Bladmire is just an instant lose matchup. It's a little bit more fair because I blow up their board and then like hit them with big numbers, right? Bladmire is still kind of a little bit glass cannon-y. So I can threaten them, especially if I go first, I can threaten them. So it's a lot more fair than I make it sound. But more often than not, it's an instant lose. Effects on player, yeah, effects on player don't come back. If you have like Tamayura's effect or something like that, you can't get it. So. Nothing wrong with that. At least Hikari Sibyl Now coming next day. Yeah, I really want to get the Sibyl Now one. I hate that it's gonna be it's gonna be baby Hikari, so that's fine. That's fine. I was gonna say I hate that it's gonna be Erica, but not with the the new design. But never mind. That's not what's gonna happen. Call me when I can Polaris. Huh? Oh god. Sorry, that's like all out of me. God, maybe I can make that into a video, but we'll see. Alright, let's do one more. Let's do one more. Oh dear god. Yes, we're actually getting the Sibyl card. We should getting that revealed soon. Already? Okay. I was gonna go back to stretching, but alright, I guess people are actually playing this game. Who would have thought? Emily, you know how I'm always saying people be like asking for a new Varga, and you're like, no one's asking for a new Varga. You're crazy. What are you talking about? They just got one. What was that? Thanks for the follow, maybe. That shit goes real fast. Thank you. But you know how I'm always saying that, right? Like, and you guys tell me like, nah, there's no way that's real. Someone literally put a fucking post on Reddit asking for the new Sibyl to be like a new version of Varga. And he has like everyone's just downvoting him because he's just asking for a new Varga. We're just like, nah, bro, come on, be for real. This sucks butt. This sucks like poop from a butt. Yeah, Persona, but this is probably the worst matchup. I say Bladmire is the worst matchup, but this is the worst matchup. Because I literally have like shit for shield. And now bro is like, actually guard from fucking negative something. So what is this on the sidelines? What the heck? I didn't even know that was a playmat. That's just crazy. I mean, he can have like the warm stuff. I think that's fine, but it doesn't have to be Varga adjacent. someone on Twitter that plays a JP version of the game asking for a new youth support. I hate people. Meanwhile, I had to bend my ass backwards, do a backflip, do all this crazy shit just to beat fucking Bladmeyer with my shitty ass deck. And then they're like, their deck that just got support, they're asking for more support. Come on, guy. I hate Vanguard players sometimes. But yeah, it's a really bad matchup. Especially if I don't hit Velderock. If I get Velderock, then we're in business. But the fact that I don't have Velderock is really bad. I need to eat his ass as quickly as possible. And I keep drawing into fucking BARO. Which really sucks. I cannot do anything with that right now. I could, I guess, throw Tiny out. Soul Charge was kind of whack, but that is what it is. I could throw out Makani. Do a little bit of aggro, because yeah, I kind of have to push him as hard as possible. I have to push him so hard. Okay, that was a great Soul Charge. I have to push him so hard that when it goes to his turn, he just has like no cards to do his thing. Otherwise, I auto lose if he does his 5 attacks and hits a single trigger. I auto lose, right? Because I can't guard with BARO from -2. It's just not gonna happen, right? I'm not a normal deck. I don't have the capabilities to have cards in my hand to guard with, right? That is just not something that I have the privilege of doing, is playing a normal deck that can actually guard. So the fact that I have to fight a deck that makes guarding even harder is just... Why can't I find the DLC for Switch, and some people have them? It is on Steam right now. The Switch version got delayed until tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So it is available on Steam if you have the Steam version, but the Switch version was delayed. Now I only played 3 copies because I only need him on turn 2. So I can do the big push turn, but other than that, I never need Velderock. He's decent as like the fact that he can Soul Charge, but yeah. But yeah, this is looking like a weak turn here. Because I don't have something good that I can call off him. So I have the pony, but I technically have 7 soul. I'll ride, I'll go to 8. Soul Charge 2, I'll go to 10. This gives me 12. And then that's 13. If I have this, it's 14. So I have to bank on the next card I get, or I hit another pony. Also, they have to not do a lot this turn. Hopefully they just play Lubetsu, draw, and then that's it. But if they didn't see Lubetsu, that's really good for me. I also I can fucks with this sleeve combination here. This is tight. I like that a lot. So they did see the Lubetsu, unfortunately. They did not use this. Or maybe they did to energy charge. Yeah, that's what they did. Okay, they soul charged their satellite. So that's maybe good for me, maybe not. Because that's a brick that they can't draw into. They're gonna play this. This is only on turn 3, right? Yeah, so this is just gonna swing in. It's 15k, which is annoying. If they attack into Makani, I'm kind of fucked. Which is fine. And that means I have to just swing, do a basic turn next turn, and then try to win a Persona. They're gonna leave me play this dialogue right now and deal me 1 damage. Oh, it's over. It's over. Go home, guys. It's over. 3 damage against Wallstrap. Unless I hit You'll Draw, it's over. Ugh, and I lost Makani, which would have been great. And I lost Hiding Insight, which also would have been great. Both amazing cards that I would have loved to have in hand. But... okay, PG is nice. I probably have to discard BARO. I don't know. I guess we'll try and hold on to it. Maybe we can Persona Ride, but I'm pretty sure we're dead here. That's not too bad. Did I hit anything? Nope, I hit the worst 2 things I could have fucking Soul Charged in my life. I forgot to draw a card, now you die. I guess so, yeah. You hit the 2 worst things you're gonna hit. I can pull out Philia because he only has 1 card, and it goes back into Soul. Some people have it for Switch though. I mean, unless they got the time right and wrong, and they meant 9 p.m. today, 18th Japan time. That's possibly what happened. But I had trouble finding it on Steam because it was in Japanese, the DLC, so you have to look through it. Not from the DLC section, but from the... I don't know how you do it on Switch, to be honest. Like I can call Philly and try and draw a card. That's all I can really do here. So you don't mind too much. When they crit, then you get over it with the laser anyway. Great, thanks. That totally makes it... Great, thanks, Zach. That helps a lot. If I can at least hit 15, I can do some damage here, but yeah, I'm not gonna be able to here. Once I hit another pony, nope, I hit all my crits. That's fucking awesome. Let's fucking go! I lose all my important fucking cards to do damage. Let's go! I'm not gonna draw into anything because that doesn't fucking matter. Whatever. I didn't hit anything useful, unfortunately. Only thing I could do is CB call out Philia again. Or that this gives me nope. Yeah, all I can do is CB call out Philia, draw cards to try and survive. That's all I can do now. Yeah, that's all I can do. So. You guys leverage us on rank? I mean, there's no crossplay, so I guess there's that. So I guess it can't be the the Steam version unless they secretly added it in crossplay and didn't tell anyone. That's not really gonna help me, unfortunately. They have no reason to take this per se, and I have like, I mean, I guess I have a bunch of crits left. I have really no reason to take this. If I get a crit, I have to just throw a barrel. But I won't. Only I would have been OT next turn, but I just keep fucking drawing into barrel. There's no point in getting rid of their CB. I can get rid of this, I guess, in case they didn't draw what's her face or what's his face. Yeah, my that's what I meant. My only out was OT. No. Line about triggers gone to so yep. And like I can never use them ever again. The only time I can use them is if I use Quick Raw to CB1, discard one, add one from soul to hand, right? Oh. Like I don't even want them back in deck, right? Like whatever. Don't give them back. Fine. Fine, don't give them back. At least let them come to my hand or let me guard with them somehow, right? Like, give me something. So I can go to 13. This is... I have enough if I somehow can keep my units on sufficient. So, made him waste a crit, I guess. I guess it wouldn't really matter, but... We'll just Philia here to play defensively because that's all we can really do. And to just draw a fucking bunch of units. And I can't even soul charge away from one. Because I can't do anything unless they just bricked. Unfortunately, going all the way to 3 against Wallster is just over. He's just gonna minus me, and I already have no shield to begin with. All my triggers are gone. So I have to wait for him to divine skill, so that I can go peek. So it's gonna ask me to confirm his orders. It's really annoying. Like it's nice and all, but annoying. They're only gonna add 1. Okay, interesting. Kengen? Use this effect to call her out. We just pray that they're bad, yeah. They can misplay, I guess. If they don't see Freiheit, I guess maybe I live, because I have PG. So at least PGs aren't turned off. I hadn't gotten the DLC unlocked. Yeah, you have to... If you're on Switch, it's probably not available. Okay. I got both of those. All that matters is whether or not they have Freiheit. Oh, they're not gonna ask me to confirm for that? Okay. Okay, I'll go pee.
キル発動。来い。スキル発動。
えーっと
Of course, I have to confirm. So I hate that they have to confirm the order because then I can't goopy. All right. They do have the fry heights. This is unfortunately minimum 5 attacks. Yeah, the DLC comes out for Switch. It comes out tomorrow, 9 p.m. Pacific time. Got delayed, but it is out on Steam right now. I gotta confirm, yeah. They wasted 3 energy on the side, good. Hopefully they waste more and they stop blowing up my fucking rears and stop putting my power down. Do I have any heals left? I do have heals, I guess. I suppose, I don't know why it's saying I've only used 3 triggers. I feel like I've used, or 3 crits. I feel like they're all gone, but maybe I'll check something. Oh great, they're gonna put me even lower. You're welcome. Only see 1 maximum of 4 attacks. Yeah, I guess that's true. There is only no. Ooh, -2. What the hell do you expect me to do about that? I should be able to probably win next turn, right? They don't have a lot of cards in hand, but why are you attacking with that first? What are you operating? Just gonna draw 1? You can't. There's no point in using this. Might as well. Oh no, they are gonna activate it and then just make me go even lower. Sure. Yeah, like I'm gonna be able to guard that. Alright, they just have to not hit a offensive trigger here. Okay. Timer's good. Their timer's gone. Okay, that's great. Because I actually had more damage than them, so not only do I heal, but I also go back to what, 3? That's nice. This is nothing. I can take the last one. I should be able to guard this. I don't really need 2 of you. Ugh, 3 cards. Maybe I just take this and PG the last one. I don't really feel like using 3 cards. Or red. There's 1 more attack. Actually, no, they don't have counterblasts. Or no, they reduced the cost, right? So they can still use it. His neutral races Doro makes I heard, yeah. Her and Sen. Excuse me. Her and Senka's default, like little portraits here, look really funny. I'm at 13 soul. This gives me 15. I have to hit 20 to kill them. So I think I just take everything. Because I might have to attack with these 2 to go up in soul to 17. Actually, it doesn't, yeah. This is what, 18? I'm gonna be too short. 2 cards short here. I have to go to 5 because I literally can't guard unless I drop everything here, right? So there's no point. I have to just take this and PG the next one. A draw. Critical. I don't know, whatever. It's like I'm gonna PG anyway, so the powers negligible. Yeah, the guard's 23. I have to drop like 5 cards. So We're just gonna use my 1 PG here.
スキル発動
Thankfully, they didn't check much. They have a crit in hand, and they have a Freiheit and
完全ガード
Trolle in hand, so that's 3 of their cards. So if I can draw into something good, right? Because I can't energy blast to draw, unfortunately. So if I can draw into something good, I might be able to win. If I can hit 20 with whatever I draw, I can win.
私のターンドロー
They're called Final Turn or
ペル
whatever.
ソナライド
Okay, there we go. Alright. Now we're cooking with gas. So
スキル発動
use this. So charging 1, good, not a trigger. Use your effect.
スキル発動
Put yourself into Soul. That's 16. This gives me 18, and these 2 girls are 19. So, unfortunately, I have to just not hit, which really sucks. Actually, no, I have Persona Right power, so I can swing at the Vanguard. Okay, good. That's great. So we're gonna go ahead and put our PG back in deck as well as Ophelia. I'd love to draw. Love to draw into that again. Probably won't. We're gonna call this to the back row so I can put it into Soul and call it out and push for game. We're gonna call these 2 to the front row. My 2 beautiful ladies, and then we're gonna go swinging.
ヴァンガードにアタック
We're gonna swing here for 20. Whether or not the attack hits, I hit 20 Soul here. And considering they have barely any cards in hand,
ガード
and hopefully I can check a crit. Maybe we can win the game, but we'll see here. I'm gonna guard that. So I would rather them not let the attack hit almost, but if they could let this one hit, that'd be great. Alternatively, I could have called her. I could have kept her in hand and called it crit. It would have been about the same result, but then I would have slightly bigger numbers and pushed more damage. I think that might have been the better play. But I would have lost a crit. I could have like called it behind the lasher and attacked with the lasher.
ヴァンガードにア
And
タ
that
ッ
would
ク
have given me a 3rd damage, but oh well.
スキル発動
Gonna use this.
クリティカルプラス
Not a crit, which is good. And I don't have anything that makes me draw, which is good. You're gonna lose your Freiheit, which is good. I'm gonna call out a lasher, and I don't really want to lose both lashers, but I'm dying if I don't call both
スペリオ
lashers.
ルコールパワープラス
And they have guard restrict, so they're probably gonna take this. Unless they have, even if they PG, they have to use. Oh, they have Elementario. Okay.
ブリッツオーダー
Never mind.
完全ガード
Drive
So I guess I just pass turn again, and then Persona right next turn to win. And I'll hope that I have both my lashers. Right, I think that's the play. Because there's no point in giving him counter blasts.
Taend
スタンド
He
ドロ
has
ー
what? He guarded with the Trolle, I guess. So he has a Freiheit in hand
ペルソナ
and
ラ
a
イド
Persona Ride. He can't ping me damage because I'm already at 5. He has no counter blast to Freiheit.
コール
And he doesn't have the girl. He can Soul Blast for Freiheit, but yeah. So I might be okay here. Barely. I have to use my last one to guard us, unfortunately. So presumably he'll
ス
just
キル発動
keep using this thing here. I guess he can use the satellite to
稼
put me
働
to minus
パ
10.
ワープ
Yeah,
ラス
that's probably what you can do.
スキル発動
Is it pure evil? I'm at 5 damage. I'm about to die. Is it pure evil? Is it? So, how many heals do I have left? I have no heals left, so I have to guard everything. They have not checked much. This is gonna bring me down even lower. -2. So they're gonna swing with this next. I have to drop 15k for that. I have to use my whole hand for this. Assuming he doesn't check a a trigger. How much do I need for this? B. Yeah, they should only have 3 attacks. I only have 1 PG. This is 18. 23, yeah, I think he's the biggest number, right? So I think it makes sense to PG here, just because it's the bigger number. It would have been nice if I could have intercepted with this, but I'm not going to be able to. Well, I will be able to, because he's going to attack. So, I can get rid of this that has no shield, I guess. We're going me Persona Ride, because I have to use my whole hand. Okay, so he's just dog in hand, and I heal trigger, unfortunately. Killing the prophecy, I don't know about that. That actually really fucking hurts. That hurts. Yeah, that hurts.
Vanguard ni attack.
You're gonna go this. Yeah, that makes sense to make the number smaller. Yeah, I'm fucked.
Skill Hatsu.
Then we have to set up our
Kado.
Mikoto versus Yuna match someday, but
Skill Hatsu.
yeah, there's nothing I can do here, unfortunately. I could have at best one to pass and he would have broken through the Vanguard. Everything here, I guard it and then I chance on a heal that I don't play. Because I don't have any heals left, right? It's literally, I do this to guard everything. And then, that's it. Fortunately. Had it not Persona Ride, Persona Ruden, I would have been okay. Yeah, or not had it on the Dario. Like I said, as soon as they checked that crit, it was over. Because I was just playing from behind. And I didn't have everything that I needed, so. I think like another yeah. Not today. That was rough. Oh, yeah, not really much that I could have done about that, I don't think. I don't know if it would have mattered. Had I called Lasher and the crit that I had in my hand, would that have been any better? Instead of having the double engraver, because they would have gone to 3. It wouldn't have mattered because they still would have. Yeah, it literally wouldn't have mattered. It just would have been worse because they still would have Elementariad, and I would still have to, even if I push them to 5, right? They would have had a bigger turn if anything. So yeah, it didn't really matter. It just was what it was, right? Nothing I can do about that. That was just rough. I play Mikani over Swirler because I'm trying to use Ilia to draw cards, and with the testing that I've done so far in the one day the game has been out, or Philia has been out, I have not been able to hit as much soul. So I took out Swirler for Mikani because Mikani is 2 soul instead of Swirler is 1 soul. And that's helped me hit 20 to 15 when I need to, but yeah, I don't have the power, but that or I don't draw, unfortunately, but yeah, I don't know. I might play my old build that doesn't have Philium, the build that I was playing for set 4, but I have to figure out a build for Philium. It's weird because we don't have the, if I had the set 6 order, it'd be a little bit better because I can activate Philia and I can play more into it, but she's a very difficult card to use in BARO, unfortunately. She works a lot better also when I get the promo, but that's not going to be in English until August, and it's not going to be in Deer Days until like February of next year. Not even, that's too generous. Assuming they even make it that far, unfortunately, right? But I might have to. I don't know if there's really much that I can do. The list is very straightforward, but not really much that I can do about. It's just there's only so much that I can do considering I have no draw power. If I draw 2 triggers at the start of my turn, or at the start of the game, I lose because I don't have enough to soul charge. So I don't know. Did they make this bigger? the card here. Did they make it this? I feel like they made this a lot bigger. I feel like this used to be a lot smaller. But I don't remember seeing the card that big. But, oh. I'll probably change this out, but again, it doesn't matter. I'm never gonna fucking check it. I can go back to playing yellow or red or blue, but it doesn't matter. I'm never gonna check it. It's just always gonna go to Soul. I might get rid of the Persona rides, because I figured since I have Philia, maybe now I can draw into them and play them. But I'm probably gonna get rid of them, maybe bring back a Mandine, and maybe try Swirler again. But then that makes the list more CB heavy, which is kind of annoying. I don't know. We'll see. Excuse me. Alright. I think we'll call it there. Probably keep playing, but somewhere. I don't know why I say my own somewhere. I'll be in my house. I'll probably keep playing, try to find a list, but it just won't be on stream. It's been 3 hours of me standing and I'm very tired. But thank you everyone for tuning into the stream today. I will probably turn that what was it, Vladimir fight, I'll probably turn that into a video because that actually turned out really, that was an insane fight, right? Other than that, we'll talk about all the other stuff on Thursday. I might not stream on Tuesday. I'm working on some stuff. And then we might just have like a quote-unquote bigger stream on Thursday, even though they're not really revealing that much on Tuesday. But I'll post if I decide not to. But I just have a bunch of editing that I need to do for stuff that was supposed to come out like 2 months ago. So, but yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by. Maybe there might be a stream Saturday. Probably not. I don't think there'll be a stream Saturday for the tournament because I'm probably gonna have to play, but we'll see. Maybe a stream Saturday, maybe a stream Tuesday, definitely a stream next Thursday. All right. But in any case, until next time, thank you guys for stopping by, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. You guys take care of yourselves and each other, play Vanguard, and have yourselves a damn good one.